moaning for a drink of water like little kids do. We've got mail off little legs as well. So I just see that people are coming in. Got my chakra cup, but they're up the wrong way around. So I'm going to bring it down a bit lower actually. I don't know if you're a bit too high. I'm not quite sure. I can never sort this thing out. So who's there today? Indigo Rays. 5 thumbs up. One person in chat. We will wait a minute. A momento. Yes, because I've got a bit of artwork off him. Hi, CJ333, how are you? Hi, Angela. We've got a message off him today. I cannot believe, you know what he's like? This that I got today, I was just blown away because I didn't tell him to do it. He came home from his dad's, because I was at my fella's last night, my boyfriend's, and came back in then a little bit after, and then my friend came round and I was helping her with some things she's been upset about in her life, and then Finn came back and he's done you all a little bit of work. He likes to say, Mummy, can you show everybody? So I said I will. Hi, Colin. So I'll just wait for a few more people to come in before I show this picture because it's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, well, I know this chat is going to resonate, and I'm really going to I'm going to do a bit of yakking, talk about something, show 2 videos, one just a little bit of it because you can go and check it out yourself, but it's just what's going on with everybody these days at the minute and where we're all going, you know, with what we're meant to be doing, because as I entitled it, we're all supposed to be doing our individual spiritual work. Hi, Ricardo, which is, you know, helping you to move forward, let go of things, be more divine in your knowing, in your ways, and your doing, and your saying. And who was that? Who's just put that in there? Oh, thank you, Effie. I've not seen you for ages. Thank you. Haha, finally caught you. You are an exclusive one, darling. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Effie. Yes, well, you know, yeah, it's just basically we're all waking up to the fact that there's a lot of things to wake up into in this realm, but we are waking up to the fact that we've all got to do our shadow work, spiritual work, working towards being the better us, the higher self of us, and that, you know, people's thoughts and people's belief of you is nothing to do with you. That's them. You've just got to push that aside, and that will go into a chat in a bit. You have just got to concentrate on you, 17 and 7, doing your work and moving forward, and not worry about anybody else or what they're doing, whatever that is, which I'll go to in a minute. So, yeah, so Finn drew a picture, and then he said, Mummy, have you seen that picture that's folded up in my bedroom? I think it was on my bed, I don't know. Like he likes to make little letters. And I went, no, I haven't seen it yet. I said, why, what is it? So he said, go and open it. He said, because this is, what did he say? He said, he came in and asked me, how do you spell protect? So I was thinking, why is he asking me how to spell protect, even though a lot of people out there, we all need to protect your own energy, folks. But I'm thinking, why is he asking me that? What's he drawing or what's he putting? So anyway, you're going to love this. I'll read it out to you because you might not get the spelling. But this is the world. And he's put arrows out everywhere. He's 5 years old. He's nearly 6. He's only 5. Do you know what it says? It says, this is supposed to say, it says hi, but it's supposed to say how. I think it's supposed to say how to protect the world. How to protect the world. And then here is put make new friends. I'm like, be kind. Be kind. Listen. There's a lot of people who do a lot of talking, but they don't actually listen to what people are saying. You know, sometimes they don't sit and listen. You know, oh, I've got to be right about this, got to be right about that. This person's doing this person's doing that. Should we actually just sit down and actually listen to what people are saying? Let's get a talkie stick and listen. And then the one at the bottom says, It says Kip. This is a bit like Mr. T, if you know what I'm talking about. Keep your promises. And he went, do you know what's the best one, Mum, on there? Keep your promises. Felt like going, yeah, just like Mr. T is doing. And then he put, and, oh, and that is how I protect the world. That's how my little Finn, at 5 years old, protects the world. I mean, if something's not shifting within, I mean, children are connected to the divine, but the messages Finn's putting out all the time in his drawing and his artwork, like his mother, is amazing. So he wanted to show you all that. So drink that frequency up. How to protect the world. Be kind. Make new friends, because if you've got people that you can't be around at the minute, well, make some new ones. Listen. People don't listen to people sometimes. They think they hear what someone's saying, but they're not listening. It's a bit like me with certain energies that have been around me at the minute and banging on about stuff, and, you know, people not truly listening to what people are saying. They're just listening to what they think somebody's saying. They're not actually listening to what somebody's saying. And then keep your promises. Because, and like I said, today is Wednesday, and that's connected to Mercury, and that is to do with communication and learning. We're all trying to communicate stuff in different ways, but it's the same. And we've all got to learn how to communicate with people and one another. You know, not somebody's into this practice and somebody's into that practice, and oh, you do it that way and I do it that way. It's like, yeah. And I said to a friend today who came round, right, so we all know there's a massive divide going on now and a split. It is obvious. It's been obvious around me with people, you know, you might have seen a few bits that are going on. Obvious everywhere within, you know, in the 3D world as well. You might be having a bit of like with people. It's obvious. But I said to my friend today, we know there's a divide, and I will come and chat when I've got this out. We know there's a divide going on. And it's meant to be like that anyway. It's like the splitting of the two worlds sort of thing, isn't it? Realms of consciousness as well. And we know where we're going, which I'm going to show you the video anyway, because they just explain it so well. And this is what I've been banging on about for ages, and a load of other people have been banging on about for ages. And people are just getting caught up in what people are doing, what they look like, what they say. It's like, no, you're not listening. I know you lot do, because I see the comments and things that you put, and I know you know where I'm coming from. And I said to my friend, so we step into this new world. This is just an example, right? Because this is going to take a few years, by the way, because everyone's got to work on themselves. We're not all there yet. I think people think they're all highly enlightened. It's like some people have got the shit together. I haven't got all my shit together yet, but I'm working towards it because this is going to take time. Yeah, that was beautiful. Tears for the joy for the future of humanity. Thank you. So I'll come into chat in a minute. So I'll get this out right. So, right, moving forward in the future, it's somewhere at some time, whatever, right. Right, we've got this lovely, you know, there's communities going on, helping each other to build and this, that and the other. You don't get to the gate. I'll just use my oils as an example. These are people. You don't get to the gate of this new world and go, oh, right, so what do you believe in and what's blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I don't know, this person's a goth or something. I don't know, it's a bit gothy. Oh, well, you're not allowed in because we don't have goths here, because that's a label anyway. Everything's a label. You're not allowed in. Oh, right, I thought this was like the new world. Yeah, but, you know, you don't sound or look like us. Oh, right, but this is only the outside. I am a good person inside. Yeah, but, you know, it goes off. Someone else comes along. Oh, I don't know. Whatever it is, another label slapped on it. Oh, no, you can't come in. Really, it should be like this. Hi, Rainbow Wizard. Really, it's going to be like this. A load of people will come in. I've got 3 things to carry, so we've got oil, my selenite wand, and a pencil. 3 people come along. It should be, hey guys, hi. Oh, you're all different, aren't you? You're into the yeah. Oh, but we're all getting on, aren't we? Like we do in chat. You don't know what everyone is in chat, beliefs, religions, whatever. Yeah. Well, what are your attributes? Whatever the word is. What is your high? What is your talents? What is your gift? Well, this one says, I'm really good at building. Yeah, I'm really good at like woodwork and stuff like that. Oh yeah, you could go in. Yes, you're all allowed in, but oh well, we'll put you in the building section over there. You can get with the gang over there that are all into building, all enjoy that. Yeah, yeah, woo. You know, when you're finding your divine purpose, whatever that is, I don't know. This person comes along, they're like, and what are you good at? And it could be me. I'd be like, oh, I'm really good at art and jewellery making and stuff like that. And I don't know, talking to people. Oh yeah, we need some like memorials, I can't say, painted on the walls. You can go to the art gang over there and have a chat with them and they'll let you in and you can like beautify the place up. Yeah, woo, yeah, I love that, I love that, I love art, woo. I'm off there. Someone else comes in, the wand, and goes, oh, what are you good at? Well, I'm not really sure. Well, I really love cooking. I love food, fresh, healthy food. You know, it could be like, you know, because we're all in this world now where we're all eating fresh, proper fresh fruit and veg and proper organic. You know, some organic stuff out there isn't actually organic. Whoa, you're good at cooking. Yeah, we need some cooks for everyone. You know, they'll get hungry. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Next person comes in. Oh, I'm really into healing. Well, they're like, yeah, healers. So we're not saying no one can come in. We're just saying what are you really good at, because we'll try and put you in that bit where that you can all feel like you're helping, because everybody's worthy. We need everybody and everybody's doing it together. That's how I see it. None of this crap that's going on now of, oh, you look different and oh, what are you practicing? Oh, it's a spiritual practice, but it's not the one I'm into, so no, you can't come in. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. That's judgment. That is judgment. So that's how I see it. We all judge. We all judge. That's what we're trying to come away from. It's not easy because the ego sets in. And you're just like, look, just sit down a minute and shut up. Because you've been in control for a bit. We're trying to get in balance with the realms of consciousness. We're trying to shut that reptilian brain up. Because if you don't know, we have like 3 brains. I can't remember what they say. The little reptilian, the one in the middle, is it beginning with L, and the cortex. The reptilian's like your lower chakras, isn't it? It's like, whoa, I'm in lack. Oh my God, I'm in survival mode. Let's go and shout out and scream and woo. It's like, just shut up. We're not in survival mode. We're going to thrival mode. That's where we're going. So, hence. And I got this in my cards this morning because these are my card. This is my card reading before, so not this morning. Sorry, I had a really beautiful one, but this was another card reading which just made me laugh because it is going on in the collective. So yeah, we'll be equal. That's how it should be. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are, what you look like, what you're doing. Yeah, the Yakatar fam. Yeah, Yakatar spiritual group. So I got the 9 of Cups, and then I got let me get it in order. 7 of Wands. Looks like he's fighting something off. And then I've got, you know, working together. Could be building something like I just said. Abundance going on there. You got the Hangman. I love the Hangman. It's one of my favourite. It's one of my favourite cards, and it's doing Neptune as well, which is my ruler. And then we've got the King of Swords. All that to me was basically saying, and it's me over fate, because there's more minor cards in it. I think I've only got one major card. You know, there's a connection there. Is that me, fella? But I see this as cups is emotions, and they're all, you know, nicely brimming there. And 9 is divine as well. You know, connection, getting your emotions in check. Like this going on here with the wands, because that's to do with passion and earthly things. You know, there's a lot of attacking mode people. People are doing this a lot at the minute, but I stand strong with what I believe in. My practices, my beliefs have got nothing to do with anybody else. They're mine. And I'll protect that all day, because I'm not bothered what other people think. You know, if they're in fear of something they see and they can't see the person within, that's up to them. Standing in your light does not mean I'm going to shout out about everything and everyone and say how people are this and people are that, because people are putting videos out there saying stand up in your truth. That doesn't mean go and slag everybody off who isn't like you. Standing in your truth to me means I've got a practice, like I was showing the other day, and I'm going to go more in depth with it, and it means spiritual anyway, because it's of earth and of the universe. And I won't bow down to nobody trying to put me off my path or say I'm this, that and the other. And with anything I do, you know, there's a lot of people who talk out there and they have to bring things up all the time. I'm like, I don't care. I stand in my truth. And my truth is my truth alone. It's individual, you know. That's what standing in your truth is, not rocking, not moving from something just because somebody else has said something or a load of other people have said something or they're laughing at you or pointing the finger out saying, you're not this or you're this, that and the other. I'm not moving from what I believe in, my spiritual practice that I do, that I don't share on air all the time. Why would I? It's not like I'm not living on YouTube 24/7 where I have to share everything, but I'm in my own power. And being in my own power means, you know, like with the whole movement that I've never wavered from, but I'm just quiet about it at the minute because that's all bubbling, that we know what's going on. I don't waver from things just because someone else is saying they don't believe it or it's not for them. That's fine, that's not for you. But you don't go around hating people. My best friend isn't into anything I'm into that much with the spiritual stuff. She's a beautiful, good person, which is fine. You know, these people are going to have to do the work as well when they find out a few truths. And she's not into the, what looks like politics, but it isn't, if you get what I'm saying. But she's always said to me, I said, oh, I know you probably think I'm bonkers sometimes, you know, because it's us lot who always look like nutcases. Janine, yeah. And she said, no, because I've known her since I was 16. I love you unconditionally. It doesn't matter. We know where you're coming from. We know what sort of person you are because she's my best friend that I've known since I was 16. Other people out there know nothing about me, don't know them personally. So if I don't know them personally, it doesn't really matter, does it? So that's all going on. But with that, when you stand in your truth, I'm going to be building my, where is it? It was this card next. I'm going to be building what I'm here to build in my realm, the things that I want to manifest here on the earthly realm, with cooperation and, you know, teamwork. They're helping each other here. We'll all be doing that. And that sort of reminds me of the three as well, just reminds me of mind, body and spirit, because they're the, you know, magic number that we've got to get within ourselves. And then I have the King of Swords, which I just see as standing strong, because swords are to do with thoughts. So, you know, there's a lot of thoughts going on, but I stand strong in my thoughts. I'm not listening to other people's thoughts and things like that, because I know who I am. Going back to the I know who I am, I'll stay strong in my passions and my beliefs and my magic wielding, or whatever you want to say. And then the last one was oh no, sorry, I think it was that one. Was at the end. It was the Hangman. I love the Hangman. People go, ooh, the Hangman. Well, you know, he knows who he is. He's got the sun behind his head, enlightened. He's trusting himself. He's not scared. He's in a bit of a yoga pose. He's not scared because he's trusting himself. He trusts himself that he's not going to fall. He trusts himself. I trust myself because it's me who's doing my path and nobody else. So, you know, it's going to make sense in a minute when I play something again in a minute. So, I'm just going to get this out and then I'll come in chat. So, you know, there's been some energies around for quite a long time around me. And, you know, just like I said, with all this and people going on and blah, 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 blah. I wrote down in my journal today, and this is a practice, this is a spiritual practice. Write down things that may be bugging you or whatever, and then you'll sort of write back to yourself. And I did write back to myself because I wrote down, I'm not going to read it all out, you know, certain energies, you know, that I've been putting stuff out. And I was thinking, why am I, change, why am I getting a bit like, not triggered because, you know, I'm not screaming and shouting about anything, but I've mentioned a few things. And then I thought, and when I looked into it, because I wrote it down, I was looking into it going, why is it I get a bit like, well, I can't understand why people lie, and I can't understand why people do this, and I can't understand why people do that. And then when I like delved deep in it, I realised that sort of energy, that sort of frequency was the same frequency of when I was in a narcissistic relationship, and the lies and the things there and how they put things out to make you look like something you're not. So it was a bit like, oh, well, that's why. And then I delved more into that and put, well, does it really matter that someone's saying whatever? And I was like, no, because I know that anyway, it doesn't matter. But I thought, no, and why does it not matter? And I put, because I know myself. And I know at the end of the day who I am, what I like to practice or not practice, and what I'm putting out to the world. And nothing else matters. And the right people know that as well. So I wrote that all down and thought, well, yeah. And then what else did I write down? Oh yeah, this little diagram of, there's a lot of people out there, and you're probably finding this too, that they're there in all this confusion, and they're looking at other people that are a bit more smiley, and it's like this energy comes out from that, I want like there. So they focus over there a lot to try and make that person feel down, so it makes them feel better. Because it's like, what have they got? What have they got? I want like, it's like, no, suck that back into yourself and concentrate on yourself, and then you'll be more like this. We're not focusing on other people. You're focusing on you. And then what came, yeah, had some responsibilities lately and had only recently come back to the sofa. Oh, don't worry. So, and that's taking responsibility of oneself as well. And then, what did I put then? It just reminded me of something. Oh yeah, I put yeah, so looking at others, and well, what did I read? What I write dead fast, I can't even read it back. Oh yeah, just to do that thing. No, there'll always be people that don't like you. Don't, you know, when you shine your light, there'll always be moths that come and they don't like it. But none of it matters. Yeah, but none of it matters because it's their matter, and I'm talking about matter as in this matter we bring in. Oh, what did I write down? That they want to stay in that matter, that lack, that lower chakra, that energy red, lower realm, not in balance. If they were in balance, it wouldn't be an energy of matter, meaning it wouldn't matter to them, if you get what I'm saying, what someone else was doing, what someone else looked like, what practice they're in, what they eat, what they choose to, how they choose to go to the toilet, whatever, I don't know. It wouldn't matter to them because really they'd be more concerned with what matters to them in their realm of consciousness and how they go about bringing that in more to lift them up. Hi Revel, nice to see you. And I was just writing it all down because I thought, I'm always trying to protest. Why do people do this? Why do people do this? But I thought, well, because they're not raising the higher states of consciousness, are they? A lot of people talk about it out there, but they're not actually raising the states of consciousness because they would know that. The people go on about observing. That's what I put next because I've got a little diagram to show you. We're all observing. We're just observers. Yeah, but there's people out there that observe. Yeah, we're here to observe. We're experiencing us. We're here to observe ourselves. But a lot of people out there, we're supposed to observe the world, the 3D, so we know what's going on because, you know, we're observing what's going on. Like, yeah, wow. We're observing that and then we go within and like, is this really happening? Is it really happening? Blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of people out there that go, yeah, we're supposed to observe from a high perspective, but they're too busy observing other people instead of doing this. Now, this came in a few days ago, I think when I was doing a meditation or something, which I'll be talking about soon because some of you don't know about something, but I'll be telling you soon. And this came in, the triangle with an eye at the top. Now, that's nothing new, and this isn't anything new I'm going to say, but I just think it needs repeating because what I got was, you've got the triangle, you've got me, myself, and I know the I's up there, but me, myself, and I. And how I saw this was, you're here, yeah, me, and then your I is over here as in I do, I say, I like, I talk, I speak, whatever. But a lot of people go from here to here to here to here. It's just like, there's me, what I do, what I say, what was it, what I say, what I speak, I don't know, all the I's of what you do, if anyone gets what I'm saying. But they never go up here, because we're connected to our higher selves. And take the higher perspective and look down and reflect, because you're supposed to reflect on what you down here, me, is doing, and what you're actually doing, saying and being, and the action you're taking, if anyone gets what I'm saying. It just came in like nobody. We're supposed to go up. We're not supposed to go We're supposed to go up. Oh, there's me. I'm observing me. Oh, what did you just say to somebody? What did you say to your friend? What was that experience you had there? Observe. Maybe I won't say that next time because it didn't go down very well, did it? It didn't make me feel really good and it didn't really make the other person feel good. So next time that experience comes round in a different shape or form, I'm going to observe it first and I'm going to think, right, let's reflect here. How could we make this sound better or look better? Does anyone get what I'm saying? I don't think I'm explaining that well, but like I said, me, myself and I. Myself is my higher self. That's how we're seeing it at the top of the triangle. So myself is at the top of the triangle. I'm over here, this little dolly, Janine, here. And there's all the things that I do, say and think, blah, blah, blah. What I say, what I do. Me, myself and I. But what we're learning, where we're learning to go now is up to your higher self, learning, reflecting on what you do, learning from it because we're all learning the mistakes and stuff, and then changing it and thinking about it and maybe not going to react, maybe a response, but not reacting the same way you did before if you got angry or whatever it is. The more you do that, because it's a practice, like spiritual practice, that's what it is, the more it will come more automatic. Because remember, we've been programmed and we're trying to deprogram ourselves and reprogram ourselves to not act in certain ways and speak in certain ways, because words are spells and all that. For all the people that are getting a bit hot under the collar, I noticed in places about the chat that I did the other day on the pagan witchy thing and all that, when you basically saying spells every day, and take the high perspective. And that's your practice, and the more you do it, the more it will become second nature or whatever, automatic, that you won't even be thinking about, oh, I've got to think about taking the high perspective. You'll just be doing it, and the more you do that, the more we go into this non-judgment, proper unity, proper one love sort of thing. People go on about that, and we're not even there yet with that. We should be reflecting on what we do and how we behave. Yeah, and it is all learning. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and we had the whole massive discussion about that. And he was like, do you know, that's what I've learnt now, and I've learnt now I shouldn't be putting this out because it's aggravating people. And if I did it this way, it's much easier and I get more positivity coming my way, more people with positive comments. I said, exactly. So when we see that in ourselves, this is how we learn. If you're not seeing it, then you're not learning. Once you know that and you see it, you're like, oh, wow, this is what we're supposed to be doing. This is what I've been trying to tell people for ages, And it's not because we don't fall down, like I say, we just get back up again. But a lot of people skim on the bottom. They never take the high perspective and reflect and think, what am I doing? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Dolly, your triangle is the best way to ascension. Don't be fooled into transhumanism. Oh, no, it's a modern... yeah. Well, exactly. I'm not. A lot of people going on about transhumanism and this, that and the other, and freaking out about this, that and the other, and it's like, dearie me. So, with that, because I thought, I know you're all going to get it, and this is why when I said the other day, the pentagram, when I showed you that, when the pentagram's this way up, it means spirituality over material. When it's the other way, it means material over spirituality. That's why certain groups put it upside down. I'm not really saying it's a good or a bad thing, but material over the spiritual. They're not, we're in a world full of matter. This is matter, everything's matter. We are allowed to have matter because we came here to manifest matter. Nikola Tesla, when he got all his, ideas from the ether, in his head, and wrote them down on paper, he had to have something of matter density to write it down on, and then bring his, what they called, inventions into this realm. But it's just the greed of it, as we all know. So anyway, someone who's got a better way of putting it, I'm going to play now. I did put this up on my YouTube community page, but I'm going to play it for the people because I know not everybody goes over there. So I hope you get what I'm saying. It's all about reflection and doing inner work. The world will be going through a dark night of the soul. You don't just have one dark night of the soul. You have many, and you always will do, because as you're travelling along on your path, on your journey, on your adventure, things will happen. It's not about, oh, we're going to have a great life and like nothing's going to ever annoy us or upset us. It is, but when you start doing your work of how you control your emotions, saying they're not out of whack and the rest of it, it's just going to be easier for you to get over things and not let people bother you or things bother you, because you're just going to be sitting there at one point like sometimes when I've had a chat with my fella and said something, sometimes he'll say something and I'll just think, don't react the way you used to. So I'll just sit there and think in my head like this video says, well, that's his opinion, but in my head I'm thinking, but it's not mine. You know, I'm not consenting to it. It's not mine. Don't have to have a massive argument about it. And it's just like, you know, but we're still getting on. We're not into the exact same things, but we get on with each other. The inner work is about reflection, looking at what you're doing, looking at mistakes, and then trying to change it next time without a reaction. A response, maybe, and response is different to a reaction, because I've done response videos, not reacting. Or non-reaction, and just thinking, because that's where we'll be going anyway, does it really matter? That's just what you think, and that's all it is. So let's get into the video. I'm going to do some cards as well. So some of you may have seen this, but I'm going to play it because it's so beautiful. You know, and I'm still learning. We're all still learning. So there's nobody's, you know, wrong. It's just people have got to realise where we're all going. It is not about this all, you know, all this stuff. But like I said, this video is going to put it right down to the best way of putting it out there, really. Could it be darkness instead of the darkness with the, it means enlightened or an reflection of something that, because they do play with words. Yeah, they do play with words. I mean, we've got dark and light within us anyway. It's just looking at people want to ignore the shadow side of themselves. They want to ignore the dark that's within them. Which are those thoughts? When I think of like, I don't believe in the devil, by the way. If there's anyone out there that does, that's fine. The devil's you at the end of the day. This here, the devil and an angel, just let's say. To me, I think I put out today, that's red, that's white energy, red energy. Red energy to me is lower chakras. Doesn't mean that your lower root chakras are bad. It's just if it's out of balance and out of whack, you're not balanced. It's all the fear and all that sort of stuff in the root chakra. If it's out of balance, all the survival mode. We're not going in survival. The white, I would say, angelic light, is more like, you know, higher self-love, coming away from all that sort of fear mode and all that. So that devil that sits on your shoulder is you. It's the one that sits in your thoughts of like your reptilian brain telling you, oh my God, ego and all that sort of stuff, and wanting to be in fear and fighting and shouting and going on, where this one's like, let's take the high perspective. Like, let's just, does it matter? But this one's always like, you've got to tell that one. So you've got to get that one into balance, you know. Got to get it into balance. That's why they talk about aligning your chakras, aligning your energies, aligning your emotions, aligning your thoughts. Some thoughts come in. You'll have thoughts. You'll always have thoughts, and sometimes they might not be good. But you just think, yeah, but that's not me. It's just a thought. So no, I don't need to go and react on that. No, I don't need to do that. It's hard, but that's why it's called a practice. And you'll be ever for practicing your spiritual practice, to get to the point where, like I said, it's just automatic and you don't even have to think about it, like when you're driving a car. So let's get there. So this was Above Duality. It was a Chiron video, which they are really good. And I think it was, yeah, the shift is now. I'm not going to show you because it's just a blue light going like this, but I'm just going to let you listen to it, and I'm not even going to chat. Well, I might do. I say don't chat through it. You may have seen it, but it resonates. Right, hang on. Get it to the beginning. So it was this.
Greetings, dear one. Of the old energy.
Now they're talking about the old energy. I will just say, anybody who's in fear out there, lack of, all that stuff, screaming out, doing your old cycles and your old ways, it's an old energy. We're shifting to a new energy. This is what I've been talking about for ages. This is what this is what you're bringing in. If you're still in your old ways of doing stuff and your old thoughts and your old actions, it's the old energy we are moving from. So I'm going to play this because this was bleeding brilliant. I just had a short chance to pop in off work. I love Chiron. Exactly. So this will make sense to all of you. And the people who are out there who watch me, who thumb down, maybe you should try listening to something instead of thinking something's going on. Maybe you should try and listen to the words of this video, because this video is for everybody and we want everybody to go, and everybody's got to do the work. This video is so important with 33 in the house right now.
About some basic truths and perhaps even some deceptions of the old energy. All of you come from this planet, from the civilization of the time. Every single one of you has experienced what your parents have told you, what others have told you, and you've received instructions.
What our parents have told us and others have told us, exactly, people putting the thoughts on everything. Can't look at the moon because I'm listening to this. Not yet.
But more than that, you've received concepts and sometimes habits. I want to tell you again, everything I speak of now,
you know it's true,
is moving from the darkness to the light, to resetting and reframing that which is you.
Which is you. Which is you. Why am I always saying do what you love, do you? You've got to find what makes you happy, not moaning at other people because you're seeing someone do something and you don't think it's right or it's not for you. It's not for you. For you. This is about, like I said, unity. People trying to find communities everywhere. It's the union, the communion of you finding you. And Tapper's just put Chiron in the channel. It's above duality, by the way, everybody.
Things that I talk about are knee-jerk reactions that are intuitive to what you do because you've always done it. And I'm going to tell you, perhaps, it's a pitfall. And the solution to getting around it, not that difficult, if you wish. I gave you a channel not too long ago about some deceptions, of some things that you learned a certain way and now they're different. I'll continue.
And that's why it's hard, because we've learned patterns and behaviours for so long, it takes time to come out of them and reprogram yourself. And that's why I said get a diary, get a journal, write things in, look at what you're doing, look at what you're saying, take a high perspective, really looking at you, not what anyone else is doing.
But these are more personal. These are not necessarily for the planet, they are for you. They're for the ones listening now, for the ones in the room. And all of these are given with total compassion and honor for the struggle it takes going from one paradigm to another. I want to start with the honoring of the human being and all that you are. All of you listening now, this is an empowering message. They all are. I want to start with number one. What is your thought and your teaching on things which would seem to be competitive? Part of what you think is competitive, you call life. The right job, the right place, how you're seen, what happens if you don't do the right thing. This comes from the energy of teaching right from those you love. And now I'm going to give you a postulate, dear ones, whereas you might have seen a system of winning and losing, the new paradigm for your life is not that at all.
That's fair.
Perhaps you've taught that for every winner there has to be a loser, and that would then emulate the systems of your politics. Winner takes all.
Old energy.
Every time. And you filter it down to your life and it would seem the same. Winner takes all. You either win it or you lose it. Now I want you to start reframing that, dear ones. And I want you to say this, and I want you to mean this. When you're in trouble, perhaps, and you think in these terms, I'll tell you something that no one ever said to you.
Not alone. People think they're alone.
There is enough for everyone.
What have I been saying? When people go in lack and they go in fear of, oh, somebody's got this, somebody's got that. You're acting out of lack. There's enough for everybody, and there will be. There's enough for everybody. There's abundance for everybody. And none of us are alone.
There is enough for everyone. There is enough love. There is enough abundance. There is enough food. In this civilization where you are, with your abilities to manifest, for the wisdom that you have as an old soul, for what you've gone through, I speak to old souls now, there is enough for everyone. There is an old adage that says if one accelerates, the other one won't. It's something about the fact that there's somehow limited abundance, or limited success, or limited money.
Hi, Teresa. Oh, thank you.
That is an old paradigm. It is a deception of an old energy. For you and your lives, it's not win and lose. It's win and win.
This is why the world looks so crazy right now with everything. Like, what's going on in that country? What's going on in America? Why is all this stuff going on? The vaccine. It's because we're moving out of an old structure, old energy. And it's just like I'm a Piscean, and I was just looking through my astrology book before for the Mercury day, Wednesday today. And it always says, I always put a magical spin on things. That's Pisceans for you. It says you learn best in an unstructured environment. I'm always like that. That's why no one can tell me what to do, because I don't work with structure. I never have done. I don't like it. I'm a fish both ways, but I'm like, I'm quite easily to change. I can go off, but I can't work with, you could say old structures. I'm not in a structured mindset. No one can tell me what I believe or what I have to do, or it has to be so structured. It should be more flexible.
This may be difficult for you to understand. I'm asking you to change the paradigm of your thought. In everyday life.
It's all to do with raising your higher frequencies to your mindset, your higher realms of consciousness. It's where we're all going. Hi, Dolly, the best lass in the world. Oh, thank you.
When you see things.
You're all good out there, though, because you're all doing it.
There's enough for everyone. Sometimes there would be those who would tell you there's not enough for everyone. That there would have to be some who would suffer if others had what they needed. This is an old paradigm. It has to do with linear things. It is not esoteric. It has nothing to do with the love of God. Your experience has nothing to do with that.
It is not esoteric. There's that word again. It is not esoteric. Lack.
You are trying to do, which is accelerate into higher consciousness. All of you have that ability. There'll be no losers in this. There won't be some who accelerate and then rob energy so others...
And this is why I've been shouting out to some energies that have been trying to talk about me lately. Saying, oh my God, go and focus on yourself. This is what it's about. Do your own work. Please focus on yourself. How many times I've been saying month after month, do the things that you love, keep your frequencies up, do the things that you love, focus on yourself, focus what you want to bring in, projects, whatever it is that you're doing. Please focus on that, because where we're going, you really do need to focus on that.
This is an old paradigm. That's number one.
That looks like a paradigm shift because it's going on.
The reason we gave that is there are some here listening who still believe it and had to hear it. And the aha will be there. Really? Yes. When my partner started, he came into this bookstore. This was before Cryon. He came into this bookstore. And he looked around and he saw the plethora of books. All of the titles, all of the teachers, all of the channelers.
Channelers. We're all channelers.
And you know, with the world's chaos and thoughts...
The world's chaos and thoughts. Well, yeah, we do know. We do know.
And when we started to channel with him, one of the things that he said over and over is that there's already channeling. He says there's no room for another book on their shelves. I've been there.
We go from people channeling certain energies. You know, people go on about, channeling, it's not real. And that's why you have a TV, because a TV channels the shit to you. It's a channel. That's why you've got channel 1, channel 2. You've got YouTube with people channeling energy, but they're also channeling to you. Like when I'm speaking, I'm channeling to you. When I'm talking about stuff, what I'm trying to help people with, channeling to you through this screen. We all channel information if you tune into it, you know.
Why should I then contribute to something that already is there?
Our little Dolly
already
family,
exists?
God
Why
bless.
me?
Thank you, Jimmy, that's cute.
They have enough. Then he said the magic words that plague him to this day. He says they're better than I am. Dear ones, this had to be reframed in
Nobody's
his life.
better than anybody.
That there's enough for everyone. There's enough high consciousness. There's enough enlightenment. All of these things. You limit yourselves because you look around and you say, there isn't this, there isn't that, or therefore, all the things that are linear, all the things that you've been taught.
Yeah, and as John says, Major Face Bam, because they always call him Major Face Bam, the new paradigm will begin with the collective mindset of we are all one. Exactly. Where we go one, we go all. I wonder why that was put out there. Have a laugh about that. But yes, and this is why, you know, people will just, like I said before, look at others, hi Mark, and say other stuff, and you know, somebody doesn't know this and somebody doesn't know that. Somebody isn't a channeler. Dolly isn't a channeler. Dolly's doing tarot. She's not channeling anything. She's not jealous people. We can all do it. Why do people put out, like he's just said, people are in lack? It's only somebody who can do it, or a few people who can do it. No, it isn't. You can all goddamn do it because we're all from God source. So you can all do it if you tune into it. Nobody is higher up than anybody else. It's just it is a bit of level in a sense because you're moving up with your high states of consciousness, and there will be people who are still sleepy down here, but they're all going to get there. It just means you were working on yourself to get there, and you're going to keep working on yourself. But you know what I mean? People who shout out like that are just, I mean, what is that all about? We are all from the one source, so therefore we can all do what people look at these other gurus or other Ascendant Masters and go, oh my God, I can't do that. I'm just this small, insignificant person. It's like, no, you're just as magical as them. We all are. You know, unless you've been taken over by a reptilian brain, but we all are, and we can all do it. Ascendant Masters, again, they were Ascendant Masters because they'd mastered their mindsets. Like I said, someone comes at them, and it says it in here, going on, you're this, you're that, you're not, but in your face, you're just there like, your words don't affect me. I know myself. I'm not going to get mad because you're in my face doing this, because that's you. That shows how mad you are. The things that you go on about shows that you haven't mastered your emotions or your mindset, most of all, because it affects you that way. So,
including, I'm too old. This will never happen for me. Someone had to hear that.
Oh, and that bit of you're too old and this, that, and the other, you get people going, oh, you know, we're getting old now. Oh, you know, I'm not far off 50. It's like, who gives a toss? I don't think like that. I just think bring it on. Can't wait to be like, you know, a wise grandma or whatever, and you can get away with a lot more things anyway. You know, you can just act really mad. Who's bothered about that? Just have fun, and like I think Mark Atwood would say, enjoy the journey. Anyway, if you're not enjoying the journey and moaning about what you haven't got, and oh my God, I'm getting old and all this, moan, and then you're telling your body and your cells, you're telling your body your body's crap, you're telling you you're too old to do anything, therefore your body starts believing it. Let's rejuvenate, regenerate by speaking kind words to ourselves of love. Start loving yourself. It's a communion with yourself. Is the most important. Speak to yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. You're not taking shit off other people. You know, you just not got to be like, you know, because that's them. Don't take them words in that other people are saying about you, you know, because it's tomorrow's chip paper, because that isn't you. You know, I think it says it in here as well.
That's old thinking. If you start to reframe this and know that there's enough for everyone.
Yeah. And there is.
Your body starts to understand it, cognize it. Your consciousness.
And if people say, oh, well, there's, people in the world starving and all this, well, not really. We have got enough food. It's just because what has been going on over the centuries is they've been making sure certain countries are down in the ground and certain people don't have water and food. And we know how it all works in a sense like that. So really, I believe this realm we're on is highly manifesting. You can highly manifest. We know that because you do manifest. But I think it was never as fast as it's supposed to be. But where we're going, it's going to be. That's how I see it personally. It's going to be because people's mindsets are going to be on that. It just is, because it's not all the collective are in the down like faith. That's why the news put all the crap out they do and all that. So if anyone gets what I'm saying, and one day in the bliss of the love of the fifth dimension will be better than 100 years in this meat suit. I promise you. Yeah, exactly. I love to listen to Alan Watts. He's great as well.
We'll broadcast it.
Well,
and your life starts to change. Let me give you the premise of Cryon, which is number 2. You're never alone.
You're never alone. You've got people around you all the time, but you're never alone because you've got a spark of God in with you. With God and goddesses, you've got like spirits with you all the time as well.
My partner sat in the chair.
Oh, yeah, Indigo Ray's internet keeps playing up. Lots of people's internet's playing up and phones and everything. I know it's a pain, isn't it? That when we were speaking on the phone the other day and it was just like on, off. It was like...
For the first time.
And Effie's saying, Dolly, I think we all channel things in different ways. You just got to know. Yeah, and that's what I've been saying, Effie. When I've had some energy around me that's been telling me, oh, she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. And I'm like, I do it my way. You do it your way. It's like you can hone in on your ability. Like you might have a little bit of that, some of that, but you really like that one. Like I love my tarot and stuff, and I'm going to be talking about tarot and divination. I call it divination. Divination. Different ways of bringing the divine in, if you think about that word, divination. Everyone's got different ways of doing it. A lot of people are doing it all the time. They just don't know they're doing it. So I will be chatting about that. But yes, we do, and that's why I say, if someone looks at me, because that's what people have been doing, and go, well, I do it this way. She does it that way. That way is wrong. It's like, no, you just do it that way, and I prefer it this way. Doesn't matter. People channel through crystals and God knows what. Do you know what I mean? It's just whatever floats your boat.
Because what he felt was not anything that had words connected to it. He didn't hear anything. It was concepts that he felt immediately sitting in the chair after he had asked Spirit, if you're there, show me. Oh, that was so dangerous.
Oh, your Danny's, well, no, it wasn't. Angela's PC was off for 2 hours. Oh, I don't know what all say about me, didn't it? Well,
it was dangerous. Sitting in the chair after he had asked Spirit, if you're there, show me. Oh, that was so dangerous.
I know Spirit's there. I connect with it all the time when I want to. Got me old mates and everything, you know. The higher you go, the more things come in. You feel it around you. You feel that love around you anyway. You know, you can be on your own and you feel that divineness. It is beautiful.
It was dangerous because we showed him and his life changed. It was dangerous because he wasn't ready for the paradigm shift that took place. But what he felt made him weep. He realized that when he sat in the chair without saying anything, without realizing anything, he felt dozens around him who loved him, holding his hands. He could feel the light that was there. He didn't know what to do with it.
Has anyone done a meditation when you've sat there? And this was when, I don't know how many years ago this was. I remember I'd out of a relationship again, and I'll play that again in a minute. And I was meditating, and I was just sat there, and I thought, I got this. I just need to know if anyone's had this experience, because I know we all have similar experiences, you know, because obviously you do if you're connecting and people have similar experiences. So I got this sort of thing where my head started doing this, and I was thinking, well, okay, whatever, you know. Started doing this a little bit. It was like my body was shaking, and then all of a sudden my head went up like that, you know, to source. And I think I had tears coming out here, and I just felt this divine love of like it. I had a massive smile on my face. I must have just been sat there like, I was thinking, oh my God. And I think that's one of the times again when I went back into my personal spiritual practices, because I was like, oh my God, like, wow, you know, anyone had that sort of experience, that sort of bliss? Like, I don't know if I've ever felt like something that strong. When that was, God, when was that? It's way before I had Finn, I think. But I was just like, you know, that divine presence of oh my God, like sort of thing. Anybody in chat before I play it? But it was sort of like it shaking a little bit, and my head just went like that, like something had just gone boom and pushed my head up, and I was just like, okay, and then yeah, it just felt like all this energy, and it was just like a big, huge, divine hug or something of like, oh my God, what was that? Like such a bliss state. Yeah, Charlie go, yeah, most people talk about ringing in the ears. I've had a lot of ringing in the ears. It's not been bad lately, but my sister said she's been noticing more because I think you do go through them stages of tuning. I see it as an, you know, people go, oh, it's tennis, what that thing is. It's not, it's frequencies. I did have it, yeah, not lately, mine calmed down. So has anyone had that sort of experience? Yeah, I call it like, it sounds like a fly, you know, going, like, not ringing, but like, sort of like, and you're like, and I don't think anything of it, I just think, yeah, thank you, whatever. And I used to get a shaking in bed, like a vibration going through, you're like, what the hell's that, like an earthquake? And you're like, what? I just think vibrations, you know, frequencies, whatever. I don't sit in fear or tense up. I'm just like, cheers for that. Yeah. Tuning you up, baby. Turning, yeah. So has anyone had that experience meditating? Yeah, that noise, Effie. You know, because when people say ringing, you think like a bell, don't you? But it's more like a mosquito, like near your ear going, I think I had it today, actually, saying that. I did have it today. My friend was round and she was talking to me about, she was upset about something, and I was, what's the right word? I was comforting her, counselling her sort of thing. And then I got this, and I was like, I sort of went, and I thought, hey, whatever. Oh, you've just reminded me, we haven't had the singing, but, oh, you've just reminded me. Don't worry. Remind me at the end of it. I got it out. I thought, we hadn't had a heart chakra bowl thing. So, no. See, great minds think alike. It's here. It's here. I've got cards to do yet. So let's go on with this, because I don't know if anyone's answered that question yet. Give the thumbs up. Thank you, Ricardo. I had my best experience of divine transcendence when I have meditated during times like when you tap your frequencies bowls. Oh. Right, let's listen to the rest of this. Get through it. Can have a card then.
It was overwhelming. It wasn't supposed to be there. For the first time, he realized that he was never alone, had never been alone in his life. And now he walks the planet knowing this, counts on it. He's given it peace. And so I say, what about you? What have you been told is there outside of you? I want you to drop all of that just for a moment and think again of what is there. The complexities of a multi-dimensional experience are exhaustive. It's too much to understand, to explain. And so we say the simplicity, you're never alone. And truly what we mean by that is that you can't be. You're designed to be with a group. Don't
Soul
get linear.
beings, aren't
Don't
we?
name the group. Oh, how many? Where are they from? What's their name? The group is part of your soul. It has to be. If you are multidimensional, you are not part.
You see what in chat?
You're part
You
of
come in.
anything. The soul you think is one is many. It has to be. That is the attribute of being multidimensional. It's many yous, if that helps. In many dimensions, if that helps.
Yes, Effie. If we only knew what we are truly capable of, or maybe that's why we're here, we are to wake up to know we are a divine being and we can manifest and we are more than they say we were. We're very powerful and we're here to wake up to that, and we are waking up to it. That's why this whole thing with the you-know-who, the Great Awakening, it's part of the Great Awakening, but that's a small part of the Great Awakening when you get past that. And it's not called the Great Awakening for nothing. It's not the awakening or the shift or the event. It's actually the Great Awakening, the one that's been prophesized, you know. So
the group may be you with you, but it's a group. Somehow it's together as one, and many ways it is apart as helpers. What if I told you that your guides were you? Would that diminish them?
yeah, you guys are you, your future you, your higher self. Come on, Dolly. Give me this, give me that. Hi, Alchemy of Life, Sin. Love that name, Alchemy of Life. It's alchemy, baby.
You're never alone. I want you to know that.
I'll get emotional. Get emotional
Because
listening to this in a bit, a part of it.
Many of you feel you are. When you're done with this meeting or this recording, and you go to a place in your house, perhaps, and you want to feel alone, you can't. Go ahead, try it. We'll be there to disturb you. You cannot be alone. You can go into the woe is me. You can do all of the things. You can cry that nobody loves you. And the entourage will just stand around you until you come out of it. We're all there. We have gone through everything you've gone through, dear ones. Not just you with you, not the multidimensional parts of your soul, but the connection you have to Spirit, to God, to all the other souls. Can you imagine how many people are in that room alone with you? I invite you right now to cognize this, to feel it, to understand it. So the next time you might go into that depressive state, wondering why you are who you are, why don't you listen for the answer? When the group uplifts you and wants to light a match,
The group uplifts you and wants to light a match. It's the same as I've said before, the domino effect. One person, I can say something that will affect one person on my channel in a positive way. That person will be in a better frequency, will rub that off on someone else in their life, the friend, someone in the family. They'll be in a better mood, and it's a domino effect. Like one match lit next to a load of others will light all their matches up, because
they do in some concerts, or through the audience you will see all the matches raised in song. I want you to see that, and you're standing in the middle of the arena and everyone is singing your name. That is reality. You are on this world on purpose, doing an amazing job, and it's difficult. And the support group knows it.
Like Tapper said, in 10 years we'll look back and this and say there was some very scary times in 2021, but we got through it for the better life of everyone. Exactly, Tapper.
Allow it. We'll light that match.
And we were all here for each other. If it had to be on YouTube or platforms because of what's going on at the minute, this is why I'm on here. This is why a lot of people are on here, to just sort of keep people sane and keep reminding them to do the work, to do the work, to do the higher work, to do your work. To push yourself forward on your soul development. Soul development. So getting triggered by little things, the old energies, that energy that wanted you in, has kept us suppressed in that energy. It's kept us all as victims or whatever. All of us have been enslaved to the mind. It's been a mind prison, as we know. Especially trapping the feminine divine, which we know is bang coming right up now with that beautiful energy. So, you know.
In an arena and sing your name. If for no other reason to make you know And understand, you're here on purpose and you're loved and known by me. You're never alone. Number 3.
Hey, Major, I know no fear. I know no fear. I know no fear. I know no fear. I know no fear.
Is a habit. The world is always getting worse.
This bit, when people complain, the world's getting worse. Oh my God, everybody hate the world's this, the world's that. Oh, yeah, the world. I've said, yeah, there's bad things in the world, but it's not the world is getting worse. I have a lot of people saying that around me, and I'm like, no, it just seems like it. It has to. Chaos before the chaos. It has to look like that. It's not getting worse. It's changing. That's why it seems worse. It's changing for the better.
It never gets better. Did you notice? When you listen to television, it's always getting worse. No matter who's interviewed, it's always getting worse. What did your parents tell you?
It's always getting worse.
It's always getting worse. When you gather around and talk about the planet or the pieces and parts of your own society, you know, don't you? It's always getting worse. That means it's a downhill road, doesn't it? It means there is no hope, doesn't it?
No hope. When people used to say to me on YouTube, used to get the trolls in saying, oh, you're just giving false hope out. You're just doing this. It's all false hope. It's not false hope. You want to be in that sort of mindset, the old energy, because you've been fearing and probably locked away too long in your own mindset of everything's bad, everything's bad. People are putting false hope out there. I've said before, you might as well go and dig a hole and put yourself in it then, if that's how you think, because it's not false hope, because if you look around, things are changing. People are rising. A lot of people are rising their consciousness higher and know they're setting foot on this journey.
This is a habit. Somehow by...
And Indigo Razor said, what's happening now throughout the world in every ancient text from every civilization, we are truly blessed to be part of this. Yeah, the greatest time to be alive.
saying those things, it enhances you in the old energy. Because others feel the same way. You have something to commiserate with. You can unite in that which is worstom.
Worstom. Yeah, people are uniting. I've seen it all. You know, these people, it's getting worse. They're uniting worstom, he said, in worstom. It's just everything's worse, worstom. I'm like, I don't want to unite in worstom.
Everything is always getting worse. If you pipe up and say, well, yeah, but I think this is getting better.
I think it's getting better. I've been saying for ages, well, we're going to a new world like a load of others saying. We're not going off planet. We're bringing it in. We're bringing heaven on earth. Heaven on earth is when you go to the higher states of consciousness, you're manifesting that in. You're manifesting the new energy. The new energy is heaven on earth. I'm like, come on, people. It may look shit out there, but it's not really shit out there, because look what we're all talking about all over the world. People know it's happening. And this is why I say, oh, it's all right for you being happy, but because I choose to be, because I'm seeing this change within people that are doing the work. You know, that know, even my friend who came around today, she's not fully there, but she knows something's going on. And I'm just like, who we clap people on from the sidelines. We don't bring people down, like I said before, and these energies that are coming in to try and pull people down and say they're not doing this and they're not doing that. It's like, oh my God, more people are waking up. I've been saying this for years with the whole movement I was on. People are waking up. People, oh, come on, people, because once you get through that bit and get out of that rabbit hole, you'll get to this bit, and this bit, and you'll get back to you, communion with your own self, with your divine spark of whoa. And when you ignite that divine spark inside yourself, you're like a fucking bonfire. Do you know what I mean? And when you're a bonfire and you're like this, I'm just going with myself now. You're like this big heating light, like a phoenix. Everyone's like, whoa. Well, how have you got to that state of like, whoa, you're on fire? You know, like you're lit, you're shining, you're like. But you do get others who get jealous, going, well, I want to get there quick. What you do, like, well, oh, what you just pretend, like, get on your path, focus on yourself, and you switch your phoenix lights on. Do you know what I mean? Whatever.
Your friends will look at you and
Getting
say,
carried away with myself.
"You're wrong.
Whoop, whoop.
What's wrong with you?" You may even create a distance between.
Exactly, the Rainbow Wizard. People are scared of doing their own work. That timeline I did the other day, I don't know if anyone's done it, but my friend did it and she said she got upset because it took her back to that place of some dark stuff. Well, it will do, because you've got to look at yourself. But people don't want to look at themselves, because she told me ages ago, I don't want to look, I'm not ready yet. I was like, yeah, but when you are, you will be. Then you'll get upset. Then you'll let go of it and release it and know it's not really you anyway, and it doesn't really matter now, but it'll also teach you a few other things. And then you move forward and start working on yourself. I said to her today, get in a bath, get a goddess book, get reading, do this. Bring in some powerful shit in yourself and just like concentrate on you. Hi, Crystal Fizz and Lizzie. Hi, Dolly and everyone. Had an experience after I had my daughter. I had postnatal depression. One night I was woken up by a warm light. It felt like loving arms protecting me. I got better soon after that. It's beautiful. It's a bit like what I was saying before.
You and your friends, because
I'm getting all
things
passionate
are
now.
always getting worse for you.
So I'm getting excited in the
That is the
frequencies.
point. The old energy and the new energy, sometimes they clash. They don't come together.
Yes, exactly. Push it forward like Finn. It's now. Remind me to show that picture again at the end.
Sometimes it will take this for those to leave the conversation or wish you weren't there because you're not striking the doom that they want. Don't you know better? After all, the world's always getting worse. It isn't, dear ones. In fact, what is going on this planet right now is a readjustment of light and dark, a reevaluation, a reframing of human consciousness that will take some time.
It's going to take time. It's not a quick
we've
fix.
discussed what the planet is going through, what the weather is going
It's
through,
gonna be
the
years.
preparation for a new consciousness, what it's going through. We talked about the wild cards that have come in.
Wild card. Woo! I tell you who's a wild card. Alright, let's play Give Us a Clue. Right. A wild card is somebody. Hang on a minute. Can you guess? One of my favourite birthday cards. Can you guess who one of the wild cards is? Dun 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 dun. Wow, 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 wow. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I had to put that there. Wild card. And he holds the trump card. And has he played it yet? Not yet. Just saying.
Stir things up for you.
Woo!
We talked about many kinds of shocks to some who will say, see, it's worse and worse, and at the same time you realize that these things, what they think are worse, is simply because they're...
See what the energy I'm in now. When you're listening to good stuff and you're resonating with, that's why I'm getting all like jumpy. I felt a bit tired before. I'm like, probably won't be able to sleep again tonight now. I've done this to myself. But I'm like, yeah, because that's how it makes you feel. If you go somewhere on a channel or you're watching something on TV, I don't watch TV, or you're around people that make you go, oh, God, this is depressing, and oh my God, I feel like... You're just going to deplete your energy. You want to be around people and things that making you go, yeah, I feel it. Raise my consciousness. I'm there. I'm inspired. I'm going doing my shit. I'm going doing my work. I'm doing my practice my own way. That's why I'm going to be showing you. So them certain practices I showed you the other day, and a bit of like paganism, witchcraft, and Wiccan. They're just labels. The practices in them books and things are beautiful, and I'm going to be bringing more of that, not labelled. More of, for me, it's my goddess work. For you guys out there, it's going to be like your God work, isn't it? God and goddess work. It's just soul development. Oh, and I might be on Red Pill Phil's channel tomorrow, actually. I'm supposed to be going on, but we'll see. So that'll be good with some of the ladies.
changed from what they had. Changed from what they...
Lizzie's saying, thanks guys, it's something I'll never forget. That's when I realised they're truly guardian angels out there, because I have never felt anything like it in this life to match the energy and love. What of when you've got them loving arms around you? Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes change itself means that things are getting worse. What do you do? What can you do?
Rainbow Wizard.
Dear ones, all you can do is to drop the box that you were taught in. To understand and cognize the shift that is going on that was prophesied by the ancients is the most positive thing that has ever happened to humanity.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
You sit in it, you're the old soul who's going to experience it. So start to give it lip service.
We're going to experience this. I think it's amazing. 45 in the chat that it went then. That's what we always said. That's what we've been saying. It's amazing times to be alive. It looks a bit bonkers, but it's amazing where we're going to be going with it all, with everyone.
To those friends who want to say it's getting worse, perhaps to your children, perhaps to others who will listen. If not, then perhaps to a tree. Celebrating the fact that this planet is going through readjustment.
Why do you think I come on here? There's people I do talk to in this world off YouTube where I'm like, whoa, you remember? They're like, my sister and that's on it and all that. And it's like, yeah, though she still gets caught up in a few other things. And then my fella's like, yeah, a bit like, oh, and I'm like, oh, that's why I come on here, because I'm like, yeah, got to express it somewhere, got to express the excitement somewhere and give it to other people so we all know we're expressing this energy and frequency. We've got Leona, blessings from Australia, transformation with energies and also people around us. Exactly, that's what it's all about.
That may be difficult or seem like it's getting worse, but it is not. Celebrating light.
Yeah, people are talking about the 4th of March. I don't put a date on anything. I just know springtime, obviously, is going to be brilliant anyway. It's a rebirth. You know, there's things, structures falling down and things we don't need anymore, blah, 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 blah. But also spring coming in is the time of our resurrection as well, our new energy, the beginning of this new massive rebirth within us all and without Gaia, everything. So I just don't put a date on it because I'm not looking at that yet. I'm concentrating on me till all that starts coming in and people see it. That's why you need to concentrate on yourself as well and do the work, because you know a lot of people are going to lose the shit when they find out, and then they've got to go through this whole process. That's why this isn't going to be over like that. I don't believe it's going to be over quite a few years. So everyone gets the time to catch up, which we've said. That's why a certain letter came in to get people to learn how to search, question everything themselves and do the research themselves. So then they go through it all, realise, hopefully, if they come out the rabbit holes, and they've got time to play catch up of this bit we're doing now, the spiritual side of things.
It hasn't happened here before. When light occurs and it hasn't happened, people are afraid. Because it's different, because it has energy. Because it makes things look different, and that creates fear.
Yep. If light makes things look different, people go in fear because it looks different to what they knew before. I say bring it on. Bring it on. Who wants that world we had before? It might seem good for some and they go in fear because like, I've got this and I've got that, and what if I can't do this? And I'll be like, who cares? Like, we're going on a massive bloody adventure together and it's going to be better than that was. We're not ever going back to the old way. You know, people go, when things get back to normal, it's like, well, it's going to be a new normal because it ain't going to be that normal. We ain't going back to them structures that only work for elites and certain people, and it didn't really work for everybody in abundance of the whole realm. The realm is full of abundance. We manifest. They stopped it sort of happening. We're bringing it back. Pete gone a bit quiet in some realms on some movements. It's not gone quiet. It's for the people to rise and stand up. You've got to do it. Power back to the people.
Things are getting worse.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not
Many think we're not.
In the old paradigm, maybe so.
It's going to stop. Obviously, we're going to be going out and meeting people and doing the things, but there's just going to be so much change. System failure. Hi, system failure.
Now,
Sorry, I'm quiet. I've got to... Oh, don't worry. You're listening.
it's just beginning. That's the
Got much love, everyone from London. Thank you.
solution. But I still ask you,
Don't know.
watch for the habit.
Think it's my phone.
And if you're with friends you love and they have the habit, just don't chime in.
Right, this is the bit that's important because, you know, I know I've had my bit of 2p piece on this, but just listen to this bit. This is it about what other people think, doesn't matter. And I know this, and I have got caught up a bit lately in a certain person that's been trying to spout a load of stuff about me, and I've just letting that go now because it's ridiculous. And this is why I hope this person's watching, because this is very important, where people have got to come from that, you know, fear of somebody doing something different or looking different, like I said before, or thinking they're in lack because someone else has got something. It's like, no.
You could say to yourself not now. In fact, the turnaround is just beginning. That's the solution. But I still ask you, watch for the habit. And if you're with friends you love and they have the habit, just don't chime in. If you're like,
Watch for the habit. As I said before, the triangle. Sorry, it's just gone off. The triangle, be aware. You don't have to get involved. This is where I said I was going to come from the heart. I have done this in my past. I've done it with me mum. I've done it with me, people when you feel the need to be right and you feel the need, you have to chime in because someone said something and we all go, yeah, but, because my side's right. Oh, I need to say that because even, this is what I've realised lately because I'm doing my soul work is, even though we're going to a beautiful place, you can't shout at people about it because even if they're like, yeah, but, and you're like, yeah, but, blah, 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 blah. It's like what he's saying here, it's like, it doesn't matter, they're going to get to it. There's no point, just sit back and think, it's beautiful, you're going to get there. You can sort of have conversations with people, and if they don't get it, or they get mad about it, because I've said a few things to my fella sometimes, and he just thinks I'm right off my rocker. It's just like, you what? What do you mean we won't be doing that? What do you mean they won't have these structures, blah, 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 and I'm like, yeah, it's the most frustrating thing, and that's why people that's why there's a division with everything, and now I just think, oh, well, he is going to see, and then they're all going to wonder what's going on, and it's just like, well, we tried to tell you, but, it's one of them things. But anyway, isn't it beautiful? So I'm even coming to that part, even with this energy that's been coming at me lately. Yes, I have put things out where people have read things, where I've tried to say, to this person, why are you doing this? Why is this person trying to slander that sort of energy I was talking about, which I don't want to go into now because that's going to be forgetting about, is like, yeah, then I played a little bit of a part there just by putting that out, even though I'm trying to defend myself. But then again, because it's in this chat, and I thought, yeah, I see that. I don't have to, I do say that. It's like, I don't have to be worried about other people's thoughts and things because I know me at the end of the day and I know what I'm doing, and a piece of energy that's been saying something isn't the truth. So I stand in my light and my truth, so it doesn't really matter, which is what he's trying to say here. And I hope this person is watching because it's not the people, it's this energy that's going about. And it's one of them things where we just want people to understand and come into their own and stop, come back to you. Just do it the way you want to do it, and that's beautiful. Don't worry about me, what I'm doing. Don't worry about them. Just do you. And it's so hard to see when you see people are hurting in certain areas. It's like, but it's all down to us. It's all down to our mindsets. No one's ever doing anything to us apart from ourselves because you choose to stay in that energy. And that's old energy anyway, all that fear shit, this, that and the other. That's all the old energy that they wanted to stay into. Yes, it's scary, seems scary because this new stuff's going on, change. It's the tower in the tarot deck. It's the Kali Lu. I can never say her name. I've got a tarot with her on it. It's the death card. Bring the death card on. The death card and the Hangman in the tarot are two of my favourite cards. Because everyone goes, death, yeah, death and rebirth, people. It's the death of our old selves. We're like, move that shit along. It's like, oh, I don't even need that anymore. Thanks, you learnt me some lessons, but let's just shed that over there because, I'm going over there and it's a much brighter place over there. Anyway, I'm going on with myself. By speaking your truth, intending to help others, but they take offence. Yeah, thank you, Leonia. That's what we're doing. We're trying to help others. Trying to put things out to show people what they're actually doing because it's dangerous and it's not nice. I've always been trying to help others. Some people take offence and some people have took offence, and I just think, oh, well, I've done what I've done. I talk about what I talk about. If they can't see that, that's up to them. If they want to carry on with the behaviour, because remember this is about behaviour, carry on. I only come on here to help people. And even though as much as everybody puts beautiful comments in of it, I know because they were my true intentions of coming here on the first place, and that's that, know thyself, well, that's what I knew I was doing anyway, no matter what I'm into. So, hang on a minute, but thank you very much.
And that is, you let other human beings define you and control your life every day.
Thank you, Leona. Again, you only wish to prepare them for what is coming. That's all I've ever wanted. Some of these people don't understand. It's like, oh my God, we want you to be doing your work, because I do think there's going to be some people, if they don't do this work, it's not, I don't know, but you want everyone to be preparing themselves, because we've got time to catch up, but people need to realise this and get on it.
Every day.
Do the work.
Not understanding that you have completely total free will, not to buy into what they say or fear the ramifications of what they say.
Nope.
They may do. It happens at home, it happens at work.
Yep.
It's society-wide.
Yep.
It has to do with not only the infrastructure, but who's in charge and who is not, whether it's at home or at work. And what someone says then affects you.
Did you hear that?
It happens at home, it happens at work. It's society-wide. It has to do with not only the infrastructure, but who's in charge and who is not, whether it's at home or at work. And what someone says then affects you.
People are getting affected by what someone else has said. This is the bit that I was like, this video is so great.
Dear old soul, it's time to drop this completely and understand that
you're not going to move forward if you don't come out of old energy and old thinking and old thoughts and old behaviour.
Human being, no matter what they say, as they look in your eyes, can affect you. In the past, how many of you do you think got disease?
That's why I've had people come at me on the past on YouTube, and I carry on doing me, and I stand in my truth, and I don't back down, as in I don't mean I don't back down, I just mean I don't stop what I'm doing. I have people saying, ooh, look at her eyes, she's all shifty, slow it down. Well, everyone looks weird when you slow a film down, because you look weird because the film slowed down. I come on in front of the camera, full on, you can see me, right up to the camera, normally lighter than this, talking to people like I talk to friends. I ain't got nothing to hide. There's no agenda. It's just, I like people to feel good, because I know what it's like to feel shit, So, basically that's it.
Because of what others told you, or what they put you through on a regular basis. And you died young and didn't have to, because you bought into it.
And like Indigo Ray said, what others think of me is no one else's business. It has no impact on me whatsoever, because if it had impact on me, I'd just walk off YouTube and go and think, oh my God, somebody said that, or that person said that, or that group said that. No, don't think so. Unfortunately, we will need to leave the company of some, to be in our own vibration, to assist this way. Exactly. And that's what I've always said. I watch who I want to watch, or be around the people, out here who I want to be with. If I don't like a channel, because, I don't mean not like, but I'm not into it just because it's like, it doesn't resonate with me. I'm like, oh, they're into this, but I'm not really into that, because I don't resonate. I just don't watch it. I don't go around shouting out everywhere, oh, this person's wrong, and they're talking about this, and that's not the way I see it. It's this, and this. It's like, I just don't watch.
This is one of the greatest...
I choose not to watch the TV and the news and that, because don't resonate with any of that.
Perceptions of an old energy, that other human beings can define you and affect you. If you let them, they will.
Oh, thank you, Major Face Palm. Dolly, you don't need to be in the light. You are part of the light. Appreciation, love. Oh, thank you. You all are in chat as well.
Things you don't want to hear or demeans you. And if it's an inappropriate situation and you can't leave, you do not have to respond. You can tune them out.
Tune them out.
You can shine your life.
Not
I
listening.
am magnificent. This is not me. What they're saying is their issue.
Just imagine if you're in a situation where there's a load of people there and you're like, I can't get out of this. I'm just not listening. I'm shining my light. Just imagine a big light coming out. If you're like, why they're all waffling on themselves, as if you're like doing this, but you haven't got your fingers in your ears. Obviously, you don't want to look rude, but you're just like, in your head, you're like, I am not listening. You look like you're listening. You're like, spread this light out of me. I've even done it when I've been walking down the street, and this sounds mad. and I've just imagined this pink light and it's all trailing off me and it's trailing off my fingers and I've got my arms. I don't mean I've got my arms out like that, but I'm like, where this goes, it's healing people in the streets. But that's me.
Right out of their mouth, targeted at me.
Yeah, you'll be
Did you
ready
ever
to
think
support
of
them
that?
when they come. Yeah,
Everything they say to you is their issue, targeted at you.
exactly. It's their issue. When someone does all that, it's their issue targeted at you. And I know that.
To do with you.
Nothing to do with me.
Can
You?
you disengage to the point where somebody can yell names at you?
Can you disengage where someone can yell names at you and you can just stand there and go, I got a bit engaged because I was looking at this thing thinking, this energy thinking, what is all that about? Like, what? Yeah, I did get a bit triggered, but I triggered out of the, I don't understand because I'm not like that. Wow, what? Did you do what? And then I just think, yeah, I'll disengage from that because it's not doing any good on either side. It's just that I just don't understand. I do understand. I say I don't understand, but I do understand because I know where people are coming from at the minute. Because it is a lot of confusion about. But yeah, that's showing.
And you are not feeling a thing. And if you can, congratulations. That's free choice. By the way, you'll live longer.
You will live long. When people say, oh, you look younger, it's like, I don't get caught up in too much shit. I don't think about a lot of stuff like that. Sorry, that sort of stuff, like what people think. I think more of like, oh, what am I concocting next? What artwork can I do? What beauty can I bring out in artwork? What sort of chat can I do that will raise people's vibrations, that raise my vibrations? What little potions can I make? What little essence of oils can I make to help you? Just saying, these will be coming out soon. What creating? Because I am a creator, a divine creator. What can I create that I enjoy? That I know if I enjoy it, there'll be lots of other people out there that enjoy it as well. I have actually changed my Instagram again, the name, because I'll just keep changing it till it fits. And now it is called. Are you ready, ladies? It is called The Little Shop of Goddessry, because women, I'm going to be doing a lot more chats on the empowerment of the goddess within, and also men. That doesn't mean you're left out. Goddess has the word God in it, so if I'm saying anything like certain things, you could probably twist it for the masculine side. Do you know what I mean? But we'll be bringing that as well. I am a goddess. All you women are goddesses, and all you men are gods as well. We're all creators. God within, goddess
Because in an
within.
old energy, you buy into it, you fret about it, you fear, you worry. Crying, you don't understand.
See, some people like it when you add fuel to the fire, which, yeah, maybe I have done, but at the end of the day, some people like that because some attention, even though it's not good attention, is attention. If you get what I'm saying, it's like,
My boss, then get another boss. That is what we're telling you. If it's happening at home, you're going to have to reframe.
yes, who said that? Yeah, Rainbow was, oh no, wait, what did I just see there? Yeah, Polly, like-minded souls are finding each of the great awakening is spreading, have faith. I've always had faith. I've said it's been spreading for the past few years. Everyone knows and I've been saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it. I've had total faith in all of it, that bit of it, this bit of it. I don't wobble. I stand in my truth. I haven't had to really take anything back. I've never wobbled, as you all know, because I have true faith. I'm not in fear. I'm just eyes on the goal, people. Eyes on the goal. I'm just like, I will blinker that shit out. People all around going, ah! I'm like blinkers on a horse. I'm like, yeah, but I'm straight ahead. I'm like, whoop. Tunnel vision of, I can see what's over there, can't see no shit going on over there. I know this is going on, I'm very aware, but I'm not. There's a difference with being aware. I can talk about certain movements and certain stuff. I'm not in it as I was before because I know what it is, and it's a good part of the light, by the way. Some people don't think it is, but they really need to go and research. But I don't have to be in it, because I've got to concentrate on me now for what's going to be happening at some point. Don't put a time and date on it because we don't. But I'm like this, blinker. I'm blinkering it. I'm like, I don't need, just no. What? I can't see that now, because I'm like full steam ahead that way. Thank you very much. Sometimes you will never know the value of something until it becomes a memory. Never underestimate the power of a single act of kindness. And that's what Finn put on his thing. I'll show you after. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Yep, sure does. Let's get through this video. It does.
Resistance to changing it.
And I also think it's that thing when, you know, past lives and stuff, I believe in that. If you don't do it, you come back, you'll just be relearning it till you keep learning it. But this is the time. This is the time. Do you have PAL? Do you have PAL? PAL? Do you mean PayPal? PAL? I don't know what you're saying, Ricardo.
Perhaps it's a habit that you can't break.
Yeah, some people can't break the habit, you see. It is hard, you've got to break the habit. When you have deep faith and a knowing you stand in this energy. Yeah, I have a deep faith. A faith and, you know, my practices, it doesn't matter. I have a deep faith in the divine. I have a deep faith that we're going with that. And it is a divine plan and it's happening and we haven't got to really worry too much. It just looks shit crazy for the people who are asleep. You know what I mean? But I have faith, you know. I believe in God. I see it as a source energy and I see it as a masculine and feminine energy. Either is, so it's just energy. That's what I believe, but I believe in the divine plan. So, you know. I don't know if you were saying PayPal there, Ricardo. I'm not sure. But if you were saying that, there's super chat in chat.
Let me tell you something. That doesn't exist.
Divine light and energy, yeah.
That
Got some
exist.
cards on that.
You can break any habit at this point in time. You have more power for this than any time. There's more light.
See, we have more time for this now. I know that there is more light coming in. We've been anchoring the lights. Therefore, if there's more light coming in because more people wake up and anchoring their light, that's why you've all got to do your work and anchor your goddamn light, people. Bring it down to earth. That's why we're going to manifest more and that's why the world is changing. I've said this before, you are anchoring your light. I know the light's anchoring. You know the orbs that I see. People can say what they want out there. I'm not interested. I know what's coming in. I see the light. I see the colours. I see the light. It is beautiful. Feels beautiful. Beautiful frequency. People who naysay and go, oh no, it's evil, it's this, that. Well, it would be because you're in fear and you're in the old energy. People not believing. People not, do you know what I mean? The light is in. I see it in so many people. See it in you lot in chat as well. So.
Help. The wind is at your back. You can stand in front of a constant abusive person and not feel anything.
Just be like that.
Except being sorry they're having a bad day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry people are having a bad day out there. It seems there are a lot of people having bad days out there, but I'm sorry, but that, you know, people have got to do the work, but that bit of someone shouting at you, they get so mad when you're just like not reacting. They want you to react. It's like, I'm not going to lower myself to react like that because it's a dense old energy that we are getting rid of.
Whatever they say.
That's a picture of the dividend.
They're echoing who they are to you.
Echoing, yeah.
And you don't have to buy into it. Many need.
I'm not buying into that echoing that's going on at the minute. Echo, echo, echo. No, thank you. Yeah, Tapper might put it in chat for you. I've got a PayPal. Thank you, Ricardo. I mean, it does go through on Super Chat anyway. You just have to wait a few weeks, that's all. I do.
Discomfort right now is that they will tell you you're nothing or demean you.
Tell you
and
nothing.
For some unbelievable reason in your magnificence, you believe it.
You believe it? Why?
That can change today. That is free choice. That's power. Real power.
And I tell you why I know that as well. When he said, you know, people will tell you nothing, you're this, that, and the other, and you put yourself down in that divine power of like, you really believe you're nothing when you're part of a divine source. An ex-partner told me, look at you, you're nothing. You'll never be anything, you're nothing. You're nothing. And I started to believe him. This is why I'm so strong now. Which was a lesson. You're nothing. Look at the state of you. You're nothing. What? Who's that? Benjamin B. Frank. Thank you for sharing love and light to you. God bless. I don't know what to say. Thank you very much. Oh my God, Benjamin. I don't know if you've ever come in before, but thank you. Very much appreciated. Oh my God. That's very kind of you. Ooh, don't know what to say. Well, I've said thank you. Get a bit embarrassed. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I know it's an energy exchange, so I will say thank you. Like I say, anything that goes in I use for creativeness anyway, and things that I want to do, in things that I want to bring out in the future, stuff that are going to help people heal and feel good. So thank you very much, Benjamin. Very much appreciated. I know there's a lot of people doing this all over and appreciating people. I'm going to get upset, so I'm not going to get upset, but thank you. You know, there'll be people out there who say stuff. You know, I've seen people do stuff on other people's channels where they have super chat, and that sort of energy always go on at people like, oh, they're only there for the money and they're only there for this, and oh, she was getting upset because she got money because she thinks it's about materialism. Why are people like that? It's an energy exchange, but thank you very much, because it's just an appreciation, and thank you very much.
The last one, number 5, is similar. Did you realize that when you center around groups of people and you start talking about other people or situations,
Happy tears.
and you start complaining,
I'll put it towards something useful, thank
it's a
you,
habit.
in what I do.
Dear ones, I want you to reframe your conversation. If you cannot say something positive, don't say it. I want you to watch what happens. Number 1, your friends may stop being your friends. That's not an all bad thing. Find other friends who will speak more positive. But I want to tell you something, that everything you said...
Don't all start doing it. Oh my God, you'll be making me cry. Thank you, Ricardo. I know you've been with me a long time and gone off and come back again, but see, to me, that's just... I'm getting upset because it's not the money, it's the appreciation of what I've been trying to get out for a long time, you know. It's that thing on it about people will look at you from other sides and think you're doing something for nefarious reasons, and they don't look at the person, and they don't go back to certain videos they were doing, what I was doing, let's say, and look at what a person's been trying to put out for a long time, you know, since I started on my journey. So and all I've ever done is share. I'm not telling people what to do or where to go, or I used to get a bit more feisty with the you know what chat, because I was so wanted to wake people up like people do. Oh my God, you don't know what's going on in the world. Yeah, there's this nefarious stuff going on in the world, but there's also beautiful stuff going on where we want everyone to wake up and go with us and be in the abundance of love and be happy and come out of this fear mode of nothing's happening, and like people hurting because they don't realise it. We're all hurting, we're all hurt souls, we've all been in situations, we've all come from trauma. But it's beautiful because things are changing and you wake up, and when I woke up to my awakening, even though there was some nefarious things I had to wake up to, like, oh my God, it was this, oh my God, on this realm where we're at, it's so beautiful. And did I ever think at like, in my early 40s, I'd be waking up to a proper mad realm, but a proper like, do we live like in a magical realm? Have we got, what's going on? I never thought I'd wake up at a point where I'd be like, what is going on in this? But it's beautiful. It's batshit crazy. I've not said that for a long time, but it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you, because I know it's like that energy of that frequency of a currency is appreciation, and thank you very much. I was not expecting that at all. So thank you to Ricardo. And I think Ricardo knows as well. Ricardo used to come in, and I know there's a few people who, you know, you go down a bit and you're feeling down, and then I've tried to lift you up, and I've told some of you off before, Dave Maud, and I think I've told Ricardo off before, and we fell out a little bit, but I kept saying to Ricardo, you'll come to the bit where you'll come out of that, and you'll just be aware of that, and you will see. And I've always been saying that to the people who have wobbled, and a lot of coming who've wobbled, and I've been like, you can wobble, I'll be there for you. You're allowed to wobble. And I know Ricardo knows what I'm talking about. You know, and I've seen people come back that, yeah, we had our issues, but it wasn't really an issue. It was just a different perception of what was going on. And I knew where you were coming from because I knew there's people hurting over stuff and maybe couldn't see the little bits that were going on. So it wasn't an issue like that of like, we didn't like each other, it was just like, Ricardo, sometimes you have to say, look, see you later, bye, which we did do. It was just like, you go and do your thing then, if you can't see it, but you've come back, which is brilliant because you've actually had the balls to come back and say, hi, Janine, like Dave did that time when I told him off if he was in chat, he'd say the same thing. And I've just been here waiting for everyone to come back like, I'm still here, I haven't wobbled, but it's all right for when people come back. So when you came back, Ricardo, see Ricardo saying, right, I've welcomed you in again because I knew you had to go and have that wobble and do the... Oh, stop it, Major Face Pam. You're always doing it and you always put the number 17, which makes me laugh my head off. And you know why. Yes, Ricardo, and Super Chat's also, Dolly, this is towards the magnifying glass. Right, I'll get one. When that comes through in the next couple of weeks, whatever, because they hold it for a bit, I will buy a magnifying glass. I might have to find a crystal one with the bottom on it or something, but I will try and remember to get a magnifying glass so I can see the... Was it for clues or was it for on air looking at people's thingies? But thank you very much, which I call Major Face Bam, even though it's Pam. So I know Ricardo knows what I'm talking about because I knew this would happen in people. That they'd go through certain stuff, they'd go and do a bit of work, they'd start being aware and they'd start seeing what I was talking about was coming in and to do the work on yourself as well. Because I know there's a lot of people who are feeling down and depressed and no way out. But that's all your thoughts, remember. That's why if you go and listen to this again after I've played it at some point on Beyond Duality, keep listening to it because it makes sense. But thank you very much for everyone. Right, I'm going to just carry on now. You've all distracted me, but thank you very much. Don't know where it's gone now. It's nearly there, it's nearly there.
Every situation you set up with your complaints is heard by your cellular structure. And in that, it's...
I've talked about this, but your cellular structure, what you tell yourself, you're damaging your cellular structure, your DNA, you're telling it you're worthless, you're this, you're that, this is going on, that world out there is going on, you're hurting yourself, so you're going to start loving yourself and you're going to start doing self-love. Remember when I said about self-love, and then I got chucked off YouTube for a week? Self-love, self-love. You're telling yourself, your cells, we are worker selves on this realm in God's divine body, the universe. Well, like this, that's how I see it, the cells. You tell your universe inside you, your cells, you love them. I love every part of me. Start saying out loud or in your head when you go to bed, I love you, do your work. I love my eyes to see, my ears to hear, my voice to talk. You talk to yourself, your cells in your body, and tell them that you love them. Don't let other people tell you what you are or you aren't, or what you can do or you can't do, because you're letting them thoughts in and tell your body that it's not, or you there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with anybody, so I'm going to shut up now.
Destructive. This is an energy, dear ones, that you are telling your body and the field and everything around you. Almost like you're...
If you're telling your body that's within you, and this field around you, loving thoughts, you're attracting the right people and the right things. This is why I keep saying to people, and the energy before that, I was trying to help that energy. Focus on you and what you love and what you put out of the positive. Yes, exactly, still earth journey, magnet, and bring the magnetism in. You put shit out, you get shit back. You talk shit to yourself, your body starts breaking down. People need to start retraining the brains. This is what we're doing. Wow, I feel that energy from your message, Ollie. Thank you. Thank you, Effie. And I'm going to do heart chakra thing in a bit as well.
So. Energy that's going to come and be delivered to you. We've said that before. But complaining perhaps is one of the chief issues that will come back on you over and over. It's a negative attitude that will sow seeds of negativity.
Complaining is a negative attitude. You're constantly complaining about something or someone or yourself. It's a negative attitude. It's an old stale energy. It's just going to keep you there. If you want to stay there, stay there. But if you want to move to a higher dimension, get doing your work. Thank you, Colin.
Did you know that? Complaining is a habit.
It's a
You
habit.
say my whole society complains.
I said to a friend today, she said, sometimes I complain about this to my partner and about, I said, think of something else. Don't complain about it. Just think of something else. It's not worth it, honestly. It's not even worth it. And she was like, yeah, but I said, but you've got to work on it. It's not a thing that you just go, oh yeah, you've got to work on it. The more you work on it, the more it comes in. And Tapper's just put Chiron channel in the channel. And there's the lovely Rachel Pixie as well.
Is that the reason why you should complain? It is not. It truly is not. It does not make you a better person to join in that which is complaining.
No.
I told you these truths would be personal, and today they are. It is not up to you to rewrite anyone else's program.
When I heard this, I even thought, well, I've complained a little bit. I'll be truthful, when I was putting certain messages up of this energy that keeps trying to attack my meanness. And I thought, well, yeah, I guess even though I'm trying to do good and that's not the truth, but that's still probably still complaining. So, like I said, gone with that. People, just reconnected them. People and energies want to carry on in that energy. It is up to them because it's their path.
But yours. I want you to think about that the next time you have an opportunity to complain about something that perhaps is complainable about. What can you do?
People love complaining and they love bringing things down they just love complaining. And they like being around people who complain, and it's like, oh, that's not the energy we want to be in.
You can think positive about yourself, about the situation, about that which others would complain about, and look at the other humans involved, who may very well not know the habit
Leona.
they are in as well. Can you see God in everything? Can you see God?
So I get upset now. I see God in everybody. I see God in the people who are down. I see God in the people who are hurting. I see God in that energy before. I see it. That's why I'm like, focus on yourself. I see it, but I see it like it's a shame as well that they don't see it, and it's like, you want to wake them up, you want to say this, and then it's like, they think you're on the attack.
In other human beings. If you complain about situations, could you understand why situations might be there where there's no control? Can you see the upside or the light in any of these? This is not a silver lining on a cloud, dear ones. This is a paradigm shift of thinking and speaking and consciousness.
Exactly, Polly. Everyone is on their journey, and we must respect their choices. Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there who don't respect people's choices and stuff, and it's hard, but
that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
exactly.
What I'm telling you is, it's a habit to create.
And Crystal Fizz says it does, but when all your hard work pays off, it feels so good when those old habits and attitudes from others don't affect you. Yeah, it does. Hi, Lois. Oh, who is that? The unofficial Chris Bliss. Oh, thank you. Where are all these people coming from? You are a blessing. Shine on. See, I've noticed a lot of people have come in lately that I don't know if they've changed the names or I just haven't come in before. So thank you for, if you are new, thank you for coming. I'm a bit overwhelmed with tonight, but thank you. I shine on, shine on. You're all shining on. We've got to bring this light in. There was a vision that I saw a few months back where I saw the world with a lot of light points in it, as if everyone's bringing the light, light columns, everyone's bringing the light and they're all anchoring the light. You've got when you find you, within you, your God, goddess, light, divine energy, when you know it's there and you feel it and you're like, oh my God, and you start working that, you bring it in and you anchor it in and you tie it down and you're bringing it down to earth. And that's why the dark is going. That's why everything in the dark is going to be seen in the light, and we're going to go back to balance. And that's why, hence Easter coming up, lighter days coming out of the dark. You've got to get on your path. You've got to do the work, people.
Conversations that
thank you. The unofficial Chris Bliss. That's a good name, Chris Bliss. He's in his bliss, Chris is.
If your cellular structure is at peace with itself and your consciousness is at peace with itself. This is the secret to you.
That's the secret. If your consciousness is at peace with itself, my consciousness is at peace with myself. You know, there's little things go on in life and things bug you, but you just go 40, there was 45 and 45, 45 and 45. You just think, get back on it. It's okay, you're allowed to feel feelings and certain stuff, but you just go to the triangle, remember the higher perspective. I'm observing me, having an my higher self is observing me, having an experience, in this experience of what I do, what I say, blah, blah, blah. Go up to the point of looking down, you do something, you think, right, I'm going to reflect, like I said before, right, how do I change that next time round? You are going to see a massive change in me in the oncoming weeks. You'll know why, because there'll be a chat on it. But this, again, my whole journey on YouTube, you watch me from the beginning, what I was talking about, nothing's really changed in the positivity. Yeah, different hairstyles and stuff, but a lot of people have said they've seen my growth. Even Lois was saying, oh my God, did I just see Paul from Newcastle? I've not seen you for ages. God, there's like loads of people that are coming in that I haven't seen for ages. I've been watching for a long time. I just don't chat much. That's fine. A lot of people do sit and watch, and they don't come in just now and again. So that's why I've said it's very beautiful when you do come in, because I'm like, oh my God. And I have had messages of like, I think Lois said the other day, I've watched you grow. We're watching you grow. And that's why I've come on here to show my growth. You know, I've got triggered, I've done things, I've got mad, I've chucked people out, I've done this. We all do that, but I'm showing it on here so people can go, I've seen your growth. And I've seen my growth because I can look back and go, oh my God, I know that anyway because I feel it, do you know what I mean? But I know it's going to change again because there's certain things that I'm doing that only some of you know about and some of you don't. And I will be chatting about it after, it probably be next week, and you might understand a few things when I come and tell you what it is. And then you're probably going to see a change in me again. And when people say, oh, Dolly's changed, look at her now, I don't know, she's chanting on the floor doing this, or she's doing that, or she's playing a didgeridoo, I don't know what I'll be doing next. That's the whole point of enjoying the journey. But if I do, it's because that's what I've got into. It's a fucking vibration, and I'm going to bring it to everybody, and I don't care. And my fella would probably be like, she's got a fucking didgeridoo now, like, but it's that's fine, as long as she's happy with a didgeridoo, that's fine. Get what I'm saying? Who cares?
It truly is. My partner says,
Johnny's saying, the unofficial Chris Bliss, come on family, everyone show their love. What more beautiful than Dolly's tears of joy? Oh, thank you, I know it was a bit emotional there. Thank you very much.
many times he continues to wake up at 3 a.m. He used to do that.
What are you saying, Effie? You love me because if I decide to go and get a didgeridoo, I won't give a toss. I'll just get on here doing me didgeridoo and everyone will be like, what the fuck's she doing now? Do you mean like when I was singing the other day? But that's what I felt, I know. If you don't like cussing, sorry, but I do that too. It's just me, so everyone has to get used to it.
And there was a laundry list of things to worry about. And now he wakes up because it's a habit. And the first thing he thinks about is, what are we going to worry about?
What's that? Saw a 2-year-old video. So genuine, Dolly. What, one of my videos? What, from ages ago? That's what I mean. People only have to look back what I was doing. I'm still me. It's just a bit of a higher consciousness going on, you know.
And then he
You have to
realizes
laugh.
nothing. And the first thing he thinks about is, what are we going to worry about? And then he realized.
I say to my mum all the time, she goes, oh, I was just thinking, you know that thing like 50 million years in the future and blah, blah. I'm going, what are you thinking about that for? I'm only joking. But she'll go, well, I was just thinking if this happens. I was like, yeah, but it hasn't. Yeah, but I was thinking, that's your problem. I don't really think. I just go and do, I don't really think about them things because you're supposed to be just in the now. So why would you be thinking about things 5 weeks down the line when it's not even happened yet? Or like, what if this happened? Yeah, but it like... It hasn't though, has it? So in the now, you're all right. And Ricardo is saying, this is such a positive thing I'm listening to. Thank you, Ricardo. This is why I do watch their channel now and again, but I think Susie Q sent it to me. I've watched a few Chirons and I just thought it's so important to put this out. Go and listen to it again without me babbling on with it because it is, this you'll resonate all over it. Do you know what I mean? You just do you, Ricardo, and you'll be fine.
And he's asleep. It's a habit, dear ones, that many of you have to this day. So if you wake up at 3 in the morning and you start your laundry list of worries, I want you to stand up. If you have to get out of bed and you say to anyone who will listen to you or not listen to you, not this time. Say it out loud, not anymore. Because I have peace in my life over even the things that seem to be worry-filled subjects. I have peace.
Why be worried? You never die, you know. You pass over, but your energy, you never, you know, like...
Over all of them. Is this doable? Oh, yes.
Thank you,
The more
Major.
you do this, the easier it gets. Until there's a time when you will wake up at 3 in the morning and realize there is nothing there that is too big for the love of God, or the synchronicity in your life, or for the old soul.
Synchronicity.
And you'll be asleep again immediately. And that's the secret, and that's the solution. Understand your magnificence and your mastery, the can-do of what is in your body, the control you have.
Joe Dispenza, what was it called? You know, the healing, mind over matter, brain and heart coherence. You need to tell yourself what you are, not what other people are telling you are.
You in any situation.
We've got Eddie 6. Keep being you, always watch. Don't need to say much. Truth is truth. Truth light will always prevail. I'm a good lurker. Thank you, Eddie 6, for coming in and saying that. I know there's people who watch me that know. And yeah. I don't need validation, but it does validate what I've been doing and the people that I know that are there that don't come in. So when you do come in like that, you know, don't be afraid to come into chat. If you people who are watching and you see chat, you know the chat's lovely. So a few years ago, people might have got kicked out, but I'm growing. I'm not going to change myself the way I am. You might see different clothes and stuff or different practices, I don't know. But I will never lose that essence of me. You may see me get a bit calmer and a bit more, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to seeing myself in whatever stage I'm at. You know, when this triggers a few people when they don't realise what it is, it doesn't matter what faith you come from or belief. If someone's doing a beautiful thing, you can tell their essence anyway. You know, people go around saying something's bad and this is all bad. It's like there's two sides to everything, you know, whatever sort of label you put on yourself, there's two sides of everything.
You in any situation.
But we're coming away from that.
And knowing you are totally and completely
Ooh.
loved, worthy.
What's that, Mr. T? March 4th backing up? Well, telling you now, what I've been saying about him will come into fruition. Oh, yes.
And you belong here.
I ain't even worried.
That's
Not
the
in
message
fear.
for tonight. Any situation, you in any situation, and knowing you are totally and completely loved, worthy, and you belong here. That's the message for tonight. There is some rewriting to do, isn't there? There are some things that have to be shifted and changed, as taught to you so long ago. If you're a young parent listening to this, I will tell you that everything that I have just given you is for your children.
Battery's about to die on 11/11.
Depends on how you teach them, so no message like this would ever have to be given to them, ever in their lives. Because after you are gone, they will remember Mom and Dad as being positive about the future and about what is possible with a human being. You can shape a life forever in your positiveness. And it's not just being positive. That's the reality of the light in the planet today. This message is given in love for a changing human being. For one that is trying to drop the old paradigms and habits and will do so. I've been here before, dear ones. I've been in societies going through this before, dear ones. I know what you're going through. I know where this is going. More than doable. It creates new human beings. You will surprise yourself in what you can do that you couldn't do before. Because today is different than yesterday. I invite you to see the light in all things. And so it is.
That was beautiful. I'm getting upset because it's so beautiful. You need to watch again. And I was getting upset because, you know, what was it? What was that? Just that bit at the end. We're all doing this together, you know. In people trying to infight with people, we're all doing this. We've all been there. We've all been in pain. We're all doing it. But was that bit there? Hang on. What was that?
The light in the planet today.
And I've always said to people, look at the silver lining. You know, stop looking at it like this, that, and this, that, and the other.
This message is given in love for a changing human being.
For a changing human being. I'm changing. You're changing. We're all changing. We're all doing this.
It's trying to drop the old paradigms and habits.
We're all trying to drop the old paradigms and habits. It's not easy, and that's why we've got to do the practice of it. It is a spiritual work of doing the practice. We've all got to do it, but we're all changing. It's not just one person, we're all changing. So I love that.
And will do so. I've been here before, dear Lord.
And we're all worthy, and that's the thing as well, because that's why I'm getting upset. Because when my friend came round today and she was upset about something, and she was crying, and I said, you can cry, but I said, don't cry about it. I said, you, the situation's made you feel like you're worthless. I said, you're not worthless. I said, everybody's worth it. You know, you're not worthless. I said, don't get upset, like, you're not, but that's what gets me upset, because I was made to feel like that, and people are made to feel like that, but you're not worthless. All of us are worth it. You know what I mean? But that's why I get upset, because I've made to feel like that. Everybody's been made to feel like that, but we're not. We're all worth it, because we all come from source. So, but at the end of that message, please go and watch it again without me babbling over it, is that is the thing. We're all doing this together. We're just humans trying to get through this. I don't mean we're just human, because we're a bit more than that. But you know what I'm saying? We're all just trying to get rid of these negative patterns and behaviours, and because it's been ingrained in us for so long through ancestral lines as well. It is hard. This is why I'm saying to people, you can feel down, this, that and the other. It's not easy. You don't just go, ooh, one morning I've woke up and I'm like, whoa. You're learning every day, and that's why I keep saying what I was talking about the other day with the book with this. It's a practice. It's a practice of your soul development every day. You're not just going to practice it for 2 months, a year, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. It'll be every day of your life till you pass over to another form of energy, because we never stop learning and growing and learning about yourself. You'll always get triggered. There'll always probably be people that are not really like, but you've got to learn of that thing of like, I'm not really bothered what you think. You know, you can go on at me all the time. It's like, Ricardo, stop it. Thank you very much, but stop it. I'll be blubbing all over the place today. I'll be like, oh my God. Oh, I won't sleep again tonight. I've not slept for about 2 weeks. I feel like I've not slept for 5 years actually. But yeah, but thank you, Ricardo. And it's much appreciated, because I know where you come in with it, you know, of that. And I know what it is. So like, thank you for it. Oh my God, thank you for, I'll be crying again. I don't want to cry again. And Jen McCarthy put a video up as well about a book she brought out and something else, and she was going on about the same thing. It's just all beautiful, because everybody's syncing up. This is why I say, when you follow the right people and you realise everyone's syncing up in this energy, it's effing beautiful. If you came in a bit late, I think like Lois did, Finn, my little one, who's 5, wrote this today. Didn't know he'd wrote it. He wrote it himself. He asked me again to put it, asked me how to spell protect, because I didn't know why he wanted me to tell him how to spell protect. Check out Tears of Joy by Faith Evans. Oh, I'll be crying all day. Well, it's just I've been always through that. Always thought that Janine looks like her. Just oh right, it's all Faith Evans. Oh really? And Finn put 5 years old, and there's the message for everybody. That's Earth, and he's put I. No, he's put Oh, I put I protect. Oh, yeah, it might have been not how. It might have been I, but he's put a H. Might have been how I protect the world. And like I said, he's put make new friends. You know, new. Be kind, listen, and keep your promises. Promises kept, promises made. And then he's put, and that is how. This is Finn. That's how I protect the world. He went, did you like that, Mum? I said, yeah, I did. He went, will you show everyone on YouTube? I said, I will. They'll be well chuffed with that. So, if a child, you know, they have the proper strong at this age anyway. If something was going on in the world that was not coming in, the light is here because, I mean, that says it all. You've seen his artwork that he gives me all the time, rainbow, flowers, hearts. For him to come up with that at 5 years old, when he came home today, I'm like, what? I'm going to have to keep all his drawings because that is just, I'll be like an old woman and I'll be like, when you were 5, I'll be on here like grey hair and everyone, when you were 5, we'll get your book out. When we had the Great Shift and the Great Awakening, you were writing all these. He's channeling. It's channeling. Because kids are connected anyway. It's channeling. What comes through you onto paper? Channeling. Channeling. Such a beautiful message from a beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, he's a monkey, you know, he's a kid and he does get up nostrils sometimes like kids do. But yeah, we shouldn't have that as our Yakata coat of arms. Yeah, that's our Yakata coat of arms, where it was. Ooh, but yeah, I think we should send that to Mr. T because you know, keep your promises. Promises kept, promises made. How I protect the world. I just thought that has got to be the best one yet that he's done. So suck that frequency up, you know. But yes, quite profound. He is. He just cracks me up. The other night, I couldn't sleep, and at dodge o'clock in the morning, about 3 o'clock, all he heard was him giggling his head off, which made me laugh, even though, like I say, he was laughing, giggling his head off. So, anyway, I probably forgot a load of stuff I was talking about, but I did say I'd do you some cards, so just shake me little oils up. Lavender, by the way, it's nothing nefarious. And then I'm going to do a heart chakra to thank you all. So, I've got 3 cards here, let's see. Oh, and this is a little colouring thing he's been enjoying doing as well. So, I'm going to cut these and then put 3 crystals on and you've got to pick which one you want. So we have got the secret language of light. I'm going to be talking about my deck's divination and that because, you know, I need people to understand what they're all about. The Light Seers deck, and you can have a self-care and then I'll do an angel for everyone. Anyway, yeah, and after that I'm going to do the bowl. We're going to do the bowl and have a bit of that. Give that energy out to you all. But yes, you've all been, so all you lot in Super Chat, you've been very naughty, but thank you very much at the same time. So, I'm going to shuffle. I'll shuffle the light deck first. I'm going to put them in 3 and then do 3 on 3. Oh, I'll explain in a minute, right? Which stone you pick is your little reading. So, it may resonate, it may not, it may in a week or so, you know, whatever. So, we'll do the light deck, oracle deck. These are beautiful. You know, we're all bringing the light in, so let's have the light deck. Let's have the secret language of light. So, which is joy and happiness. So, I'm going to shuffle these. And I'm going to cut them. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm down there. You know, I'm never organised. I'm going to cut these. I've got group 1, group 2, and group 3, and you'll just get 1 card off each because I can't be here all night. I've not slept for about 2 weeks properly, so I really do need to get to bed in a bit, but I don't mind sacrificing some time for you guys anyway, because that's what I do, you know. I do knacker myself out sometimes, but I enjoy it. Right, I'm going to do the Light Seers deck. Just heard, I felt like a huge, oh, I wonder what that is. Put that on there. Deck 2, deck 3, don't fall off the couch. Right, done that one. And we'll just do the self-care, because you all should be self-caring at the minute. I had a hot bath before, and I think I put the music over on my community channel, and it was like a pagan sort of music. It was great, and it was like, it was something about water, because I was in the bath, and I thought, yes, healing, I am healing, I am something of a, it's over there anyway. Right, we'll do these as well. So we're going to do 1, I'm going to put that underneath actually, 2, deck 2 and deck 3. Right, so stone, crystal, remember it goes off what crystal you are, what deck it is. So deck 1 is amethyst. It's not very bright on here because of the lighting, but deck 1, first card deck read out, is amethyst. Don't just pick off, let me show you all the stones first. Don't just pick off which one's first. Go to the one you resonate with. The second deck is clear quartz. And the third one is rose quartz. So just give you a few seconds. So amethyst 1, clear quartz 2, and rose quartz 3. DCR blow up under the ground tunnel. Not surprised, Mike. I mean, I've not been watching anything, but I know what's going on here. I mean, I'm just waiting. Military, oh yes. Doing what they came here to do. So I'll just be waiting for the big bits to come out of information. Then I'll be like, told you so. Yeah, so yeah, I've not really been looking at it, but very aware. Oh, 2s. Right, so I'll go with deck 1, and I'm just going to do 1 card off each deck that's on that deck. So, oh, I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be, because they cleaned all that out, didn't they? Might use it something else. I guess we'll see. Right, anyway, deck. So if you chose amethyst, this is your reading. So it's just 1 card off each deck, or be it all night. Oh, that'll be the last one then. So, you have got, so let me move this so they don't fall off. The Page of Pentacles, very poised and in balance. Pentacles is earthly, and it can be to do with abundance, like coins, money. Very poised and calm if you look at this person. Very poised and calm at the minute. A young soul there as well. Rooted, because if you've not noticed, there's a little root that's coming down off it. It's going down the feet and down here. So very grounded. If you're number 1, you're very grounded at the minute, very poised. You know, maybe you're not wobbling all over the place. And maybe if you are, maybe you need to get a little bit grounded. You need to get a little bit grounded, you know, and have time to sit out, maybe meditate, breathe. A lot of breathing techniques out there. And, you know, go within, because this person's got orange pants on. I see that as very Buddha-like. Do you know what I mean? That sort of energy of like, don't get too caught up in the shit around you, in the illusions that's going on at the minute. Get poised in yourself, and get a bit grounded, people. Do a bit of grounding work. Get out in nature, you know, connect with yourself. So connect with Gaia. So that's that one. They're only going to be quick because I don't want to be here all night. I'm tired. And then the next one off the light, what was it called, the deck? Secret Language of Light. Yeah, you can stand like that. You can do anything you want to do. It's 24 wellness. So your wellness, you know, if you're meditating, connecting to light, connecting to your true self, your heart, what it is that you love to do, wellness is all about you and bringing in your light and concentrating on you and your wellness, your well-being. What is it you love to do? Do more of the things that bring you joy, because when you do that, you will start to fill your vessel up with light and you will start healing. So that's that one. That's what they are doing. Yeah, conversation. And then off the first top of the what was it? Self-care deck, you have got positive affirmations deck. People who picked that one. As we said before, tell yourself you love yourself. Give yourself positive affirmations every day. Bad thought comes in, change it. Change it. No, I'm not telling myself that. I'm telling myself I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm brave, I'm beautiful, I choose love, I love myself. That's not in a big-headed way that some people think. I am worthy, I am grateful, you know, connecting again to self and telling yourself, we're a divine being, people, so why would you be telling yourself you're anything less? That's deck one, and then we'll do a collective angel card at the end. Right, deck two, which was quartz crystal, clear quartz crystal. Is the first one is Queen of Cups. It's to do with emotions, water signs. Although my son. Really, if you're Queen of Cups, you're getting your emotions into alignment. Basically, you're not like what we've just been talking about. You're not getting flustered by what other people are saying in your emotions, because you know you're in the waters, the emotional waters, but you're very calm. You're connected to source, though. See it going up, waters above, waters below, as above, so below. And she's got the crown on her head because she knows who she is, so she doesn't get flustered by other people and what other people say and blah blah blah. And she puts action into what she's doing because she's wearing red as well. But you are the queen of your own realm, so don't let anyone tell you any different. And then underneath that, it's all about not getting too caught up in your emotions. Your welcome is the language of light, which you guys have got. Soul family. You are beginning to find soul family. Perfect timing, there you go. Soul family. A lot of people now are finding soul family, might be finding soul family in my chat, other people's chat out there in that world. You are beginning to find soul fam. It might be big groups, little groups, but you are beginning to find soul family in these times. And the more you do your work and change your perspectives and do your work within, you will probably find new friends and people that... Ricardo, will you stop it? Oh my God, you're driving me crazy. It's nice, but I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? You've been spending all your pennies. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm like, what's going on? I'm just blown away, but thank you. Close your purse up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if you picked a deck, but you're finding soul family, you know, and as long as you're finding soul family, be around that soul family, and the soul family will help build you up. Like you all do in chat, you all help each other. I don't know what beliefs you've got in chat, or where, if you're atheist or not, or whatever it is, or I don't know, but you're all helping each other. Wouldn't it be funny if you all knew what all your beliefs are? I mean, obviously they're obviously a bit similar, it don't really matter, but do you know what I'm saying? You're all helping each other. Beautiful chat. Am I your mum? I don't know, could be. Soul family. So you're finding soul family. Oh, do you mean what soul mother? I'm a soul mother. Soul mother to some. Next card is, what was it? The self-help, the self-care card is look for fairies. It's funny that, because I've been drawing fairies this week, and this means get into your imagination. You know, like when you were a child, what did you love doing? What excited you? Do more of it, because it will help you heal. It will keep you happy in these mad times. There's more crazy times coming, people. Just know that. So go look for fairies. Get in the forest. I was doing a poem actually, and if I get it together, I'll have to read it. I was thinking about memories when I was little in a forest, and just a carpet of bluebells, and I was like, oh my God. Every time I see bluebells in a forest, I'm like, maybe I should paint some bluebells or something. But Get your imagination on. Get your childlike imagination on and remember what you loved as a kid and go do it. Who gives a sod what anyone else thinks? If you used to roll around on the grass down hills, go and do it if it makes you laugh. Imagine if you're somewhere in the world where you've got good weather, because it's not that good over here at the minute, and you used to roll down hills, go and do it in front of a load of people. They'll think you're mad, but you can just laugh. They'll be like, what are they doing over there? Oh, we used to roll, when you used to roll down grassy hills. Think you're mad, but who cares? So that was group 2. Group 3. Rose quartz group. The tarot card for you is, ooh, the moon. Oh, this is lovely. Lovely Philadelphia on crackers. The moon. Well, the moon is very intuitive. You've got the dark and light, the little wolves there. Intuitive. It's 18, which is number 9, which is divine. The moon representing Pisces as well. This is about to go in a minute. I've got to hurry up. The moon, very intuitive. We're all intuitive. We've got to tap into all that. But, moon energy. What's your higher self telling you? Tap into intuitiveness. We all have both of these, dark and light. It's just putting them into balance. So, we all get swayed by, the moon, especially women, with your waters and everything. But are you tapping into it, to your intuitiveness, or you're coming online, you're feeling more intuitive, A lot of things are syncing up now and a lot of things are validating certain things you've been saying. That's your intuitiveness coming online, like, oh my God, you're tapping into that more and more, and I think you will be over these times. Like I said, no one's higher than anyone else. When people go on about I'm highly intuitive, I'm this, that, and the other, you all are. You've just got to tap into it. That's all. And I think we've got a full moon coming up on the 27th, haven't we? Philadelphia, my hometown. What Philadelphia? What? Oh no, it's a cheese. It's a cheese. It's a cheese spread, and it's just a joke. Philadelphia. It's just off an advert in the UK. Philadelphia cheese. The next one is and I just see highly intuitive, connected to source anyway, because we're all getting onto that. The next card from the light language is authentic truth. Stand in your true authentic truth. That's what we were talking about before. You do you in your authentic truth. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. You stand in the light of your true authentic truth, yourself. Next one. This is going to go off in a minute. My battery's going, people. Get this last one in. Your self card is soak in the bath. Well, we weren't talking about soak in the bath before. Get your candles on, witches and wizards. Get your flowers and oils in the bath. Have a nice soak. Put some nice music on and chill. Have a cleansing bath and chill out, and it will revitalise you. It's water. Water holds memory as well. You can cleanse in water. Right. Let's do an angel card and let's see if I can just get this heart chakra bowl going for us before we go. Right, quick angel card. I'm speeding now. Thanks for everyone's super chats. Much appreciated. Bonkers, but much appreciated. Let's get an angel card. Remember, breathe in deep when I do the singing bowl. Up your nose. Maybe hold in for 4 and then breathe out for 4. But breathe deep from your tummy. Right, let's get a card. This is for all of you, so I am rushing a bit, obviously. Battery's going. Ooh, there we go. We've got, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. It's not tap or don't start laughing. But you could see that as a pregnancy, but I could also see it as a change or a happy addition is coming to your family. I sort of see that as birthing, but still the rebirthing energy. Anyway, but somebody out there may be having a baba. But I am the happy angel of families. But it says a happy change or addition is coming to your family. A happy change. Well, there's a lot of happy changes coming. You know what I mean? So beautiful. Which card was for the rose quartz? That was the last one I just did. The last reading was for the rose quartz. The last one I just did then. This was just everybody's. You got in the bath and I can't remember what it was. Right. So, are we ready? Going to do this 3 times and then I'm going to go because it's going to go soon. So I'm going to try and get it in. So just breathe in deep through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm going to do it 3 times so you know. Breathe in as many times as you want, but... Heart chakra. Last one. I've had to switch my phone off because it's gone dead. Everything's dying. Like, everything's dying. I'll try and put it back on, but this is about to go. So that was for you all. Run a breathing through the nose and out through your mouth. Yeah. I'll see if I can get it. I'll see if I can get it before this goes off. But thank you everyone for coming in. I've been a bit of a crybaby. Thank you for the super chat. You're mad. You're all mad, but you're mad in a good way. It's lovely, and it is actually nice to feel appreciated over these times with what's going on with the energies and stuff like that. My next chat will be on tarot and other things, just so we need to talk about the stuff to show people things aren't scary. It's just another way of channeling the divine. You don't need certain things, but I like looking at artwork, so that's just me because I'm visual. I'm going to try and get this up before I go, but I think you're all brilliant, and you know, we're all doing our work. No one's not coming from trauma. Everyone's been in pain. People are still in pain, but if they start doing the work, they'll gradually start coming from it. I know that from the people that I've told, like Ricardo and Dave and other people. You just got to keep at it. You fall down, you pick yourself up and you keep going. You're worth it. No one's better than anybody else. We've just got to keep doing it. You're only going to feel you're unworthy if you're looking at other people that are moving along on the path because you're not doing it. Get on the path and start doing it. You can't blame yourself for not picking your feet up and walking down that path. It's your choice to do it or not. So we either stay there or you move forward. But we're jogging on. So it's choice, people. It's free will. You can't moan at other people. You've got to get off your backside, basically, and do it yourself. You've got to put the work in. Oh, Susie Q, is that off your camera at home? I think this is off Susie Q's camera at home, the plasma, if anyone's been watching the plasma things. The plasma beans or whatever that have been going on. Look at that. Oh my God, that looks like it's got a face in it. Wow. I'll have to... Yeah, it's Susie Q's picture just now. So can you see on the camera outside? We'll have to talk about all that and look at. I'm just a bit thingy that my battery it's on the red. So thank you everyone for coming in. I really appreciate the super chat, and I really do appreciate the people that have come in, that watch but don't come in and have popped up and said thank you, because it does mean so much to me. And you know, any energies that have been coming in lately and I've had maybe a bit of a spat at, you know, that's gone now, because you're going to know why in a few weeks when I start talking about something. I'm going through changes as well. And to all them people out there, as Red Pill Phil will say, which I think I'm on Red Pill Phil's channel tomorrow with some ladies, to all the haters and all that out there, you know, you're loved as well. You're all worthy. I just wish everyone would just get on the path and see how beautiful it is, you know. And I don't hate anybody out there. I don't even hate, and hate's a strong word, so I don't even like saying that, but I don't not like anybody. I don't always resonate with certain people, that's fine, but I can't wait for people come from certain things and do the journey to see how beautiful it is too. So let's all move forward, because spring is in the air, and that's massive change anyway, and you are going to see a difference in me again, because I can feel it inside of me moving forward. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, flowing and growing and expanding and experiencing. If you're not doing all that, then I don't know. So when people say you're changing, you're like, yes, thank you. My essence hasn't, but yes, thank you. I'm just growing as a person into my divine communion with myself. So thank you everyone for coming in again. Thank you for the super chat, much appreciated. I'll put it towards, you know, what I do and stuff, things that I'm trying to build myself, of things that I want to bring in that help people anyway, my little projects. And get journals, writing your journals, you'll sort of end up writing back to yourself, like your higher self, sort of. We'll talk about that one time, but just keep doing you. Keep the frequencies high by watching the people that you love, the things that you do, and it will just become easier. I'm not saying there's not going to be hard times ahead, there is, but keep your sight on the goal, which is we are getting there. There are beautiful things coming in. We can't put a time on it. We're not in linear. So, I mean, we work in linear, but we're not. So just keep doing it. So thank you very much. I can feel it. I can feel it. So I can feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah. Don't get me singing. I've got to go. This is going to go off. So I will see you all. What day are we on? Remember, today is about learning. It's Mercury. It's communication and learning. I will see you very soon with the next chat on divination and a load of other stuff and all that sort of stuff. Thanks everyone for coming in and doing what you do as well, and helping out the moderators and chucking stuff out and helping everybody in chat. And I will see you very soon. I'm knackered, but hopefully I'll get some good sleep tonight, and I will see you all soon. Thank you very much for coming in, and bye. Don't forget to check out Above Duality and go and listen to that again, and I will see you soon. Bye.